Captain Controversy is here.
The James Whale Show on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
I would like to facilitate. I would like to make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Ash.
Yeah, you and Ash. Yeah.
Could you make it happen?
I can make it happen. I don't think Ash has ever been propositioned like that before.
Oh, yeah. Quite a lot, actually. I mean, not on the radio. Well, I think it probably has happened on the radio, but...
I mean, he is a bit strange looking. Do you like blokes who look a bit like a kind of...
No, I've got my husband now saying no way he's a Villa fan because we're blues.
I thought he'd be honoured. Your husband should be honoured that I would come and do that. She's offered to sleep with me, even though I'm a Villa fan. She's a Birmingham City fan.
You should make a baby with her.
Yeah, her husband comes with his blessing.
Sorry? So every time she sneezes?
Make a baby. Me and you, Birmingham Villa.
Would your husband bring it up, though? Because I wouldn't have time doing the radio show to really bring up my own. But would you two bring it up together?
I'd bring it up on your own, yours.
This is beautiful, James. This is beautiful.
I'm almost in tears.
If I had your baby, I would... me with your baby.
It'd be a lovely baby, wouldn't it?
It'll be a beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby.
Yeah. Yes. Look, I'm going to put Ash on a train down to Somerset now when the show finishes in a minute.
I would love that because I think that's beautiful.
You've got to promise me that your husband will not hit him.
He won't.
Oh, good, fine.
He'll be very proud of it. He'll be very proud of it.
Yeah.
I think that's to come here.
Yeah, yeah. Are you blonde or brunette? Because he's got a preference.
She's both.
I'm Auburn.
Oh, that's all right.
Ginger.
Auburn.
Auburn.
No, not
Auburn.
Ginger.
Auburn.
That's
Classic.
what ginger. But I like it all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm not fussy like that. You know.
Best of luck, you two. This is really beautiful.
This
is lovely.
Yeah, it's like the Talk Radio singles club all over again.
Yeah. Yes.
When you're looking for something at the station.
I wasn't, but I mean, if it comes, then you take it where it comes from.
Yeah, she will.
We're going to make babies.
Will you?
Yeah, well,
I mean, tonight might be difficult.
Why?
Well, because it's at least 2.5 hours.
She'll be even more steaming by the time you get there. Wait till she sobers up. Be respectful.
I might be in Birmingham next weekend, so if you're back in Chelmsley Wood, I'll meet you down at the Dome.
Do you know where the Dome is, Sandra?
He'll show it.
Yes.
Yes, I'll see you down there.
Hang on, how will he recognise you?
The auburn hair.
Auburn hair.
Yep.
Brown eyes.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Not bad, is it?
A good figure.
How do you mean a good figure? A big figure or?
No, not big. A good figure.
A good figure.
Actually, I'm quite interested.
And I'll be waiting for sex.
Well, that's how it's the only way we're going to have a babby. Well, it's not the only way, actually, is it?
I feel, Iain.
You're actually blushing, James.
Yeah, I am. I feel we need
sunburn.
I feel that Iain, we are imposing and that we should go.
Oh, you carry on. I'm loving this.
No, I don't.
I am loving this.
I think
better than anything we're going to do.
Listen, I'll be back at 7. Ash, I'm going to let you finish off the show.
Should we not bother
Ian's
with the
next.
news? We'll just crash the news.
You carry on, Ash.
The news, yeah. She there.
Go on, then.
Are you there?
Are you there?
Yes, so what are you doing the rest of the night, man?
So, can we meet up in Birmingham?
Oh. Down the Dome. Ooh, that's sexy. That's a sexy laugh. That.
Talk Radio. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Got married in Cromer, April 1983. It could have been warmer, but Norman and Norma were happy as they'd ever been. They flew to Mallorca and swam in the water. It felt just like having a bath. The pina coladas hit Norma hard and she fell into bed with a laugh. And she said, oh, Norman, children have gone and they're both at a bit of a loss. They've tried salsa classes and growing tomatoes, but nothing is getting them off. Then one day in Clacton there's a reenactment of Normans and Saxons, and this gets their juices flowing. But for long they're going and fighting like it's 1066. And she says, oh, Norman,
you're a fanny.
It's never ever felt like this before. And oh, Norman, I've never really known such bliss before. Oh no, Norman. Oh no, Norman, yeah. Oh no, 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 Norman. It's never ever felt like this.
Here we go. Well, that's a relief.
Norman, Norman.
That's a relief. No one told me. Here's the thing, Neil Hannon. Why the hell didn't you tell me there was a new Divine Comedy album out? Why did no one tell me? I had to get people on Twitter to say, well, have you heard the new Divine Comedy album? Wait, what? No, of course not. So I've just ordered it. Double CD, I think. I've just ordered it. I'm getting it delivered in the post. That's because I'm a showbiz guy.
Yeah.
From Amazon. But I guess that's the single. That's the one everyone was telling me to listen to, and that was I'd not heard that. I deliberately didn't play that before.
So not only does he have a new single out,
I hate this guy.
He's got an album out, and it's a double album, and not a word.
No, not a word
on the phone.
Unbelievable, Hannon. That's great. Oh, the world is a slightly better place, guys. There is a new Divine Comedy album out, and the lead song off it, Norman and Norma, is brilliant. Just hearing his voice. Oh, man. Remember that concert we went to him? I've seen him a few times. The Royal Albert Hall. Saw him. It was him on a guitar and a pianist at a theatre in London. Seen him a few times. But the gig we saw at Manchester, that was probably a couple of years ago.
I will never
now.
forget that. It was beautiful.
What a night. What a night. Well, I'm hoping there's going to be some kind of tour going on, because we're going to have to go and get some tickets and go and see him again, because he is flipping. We're going to see a Beatles tribute band in Abbey Road playing Abbey Road. How strange is that? And I checked them out. They're good. They're like one of those. I think they're Dutch or German or some kind of foreign, and they're called the Audiophiles, I think. Or the Acoustics. I think it's the Audiophiles, and they're great. And you and I have been invited to see them performing Abbey Road at Abbey Road. That's going to be nuts.
I would be delighted to accept.
We will go then. I've never been to Abbey Road. Supposed to go with Giles Martin, but then he stitched me up. Scumbag. Piece of trash. But we're going to go and see this band. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Good evening, dear listener. Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee.
I'm Catherine Boyle.
Thank you. The show that celebrates life, love, music, art. We like bringing you kind of new bits of art. We're trying to get Ronnie Spector on the show as a guest, right? She's doing some Christmas concerts, and I've seen her Christmas show years ago, BB King's, okay? And it's a great event, and we're trying to get her on the show again. And so to charm her PR people, we've re-uploaded the interview we did with her. Was it 2019 that we did with her last year? Then you sent me the link. You give it a shove. Go on. That's as high as it will go, actually.
I want to get it down a bit.
Oh, okay. We'll just give it a little... Hang on a minute.
It needs loosening.
I know. That's
the bottom one.
Okay, well, I can't do that. There you go.
I got it. Oh!
There you go.
Not
there.
so it touches the desk.
Yeah, I know how to do these. I know how to do these things. So I thought the interview was 2018. No. What year was it? 2016. It was 3 years ago. When we had Ronnie Spector on the show. So we put it out again. If you missed it, and I'm thinking maybe once a week. If we have a week where we don't have guests, maybe once a week we just put one of the really early interviews out for people that weren't listening. And if people have heard it, they can skip it. and the new listeners can dig in, have a bit of John Sebastian, a little bit of John Ronson.
What might be nice then, if we're going to use the sort of archive material, is if we do a little pre-recorded message.
There we go.
So that people aren't going, oh, great, I'm going to get tickets, for something that happened 3 years ago.
Yeah, let's do that. I think maybe we should, because we did a lot of good interviews when no one was listening.
John Ronson, we had.
Lots of Johns.
So good.
That's it, actually, just John Ronson and John Sebastian. That's it. Tommy James. Anyway,
Adam Buxton.
Yeah, let's have a Scroobius Pip. We'll have a little dig through and maybe do one of those once a week, once every other week or something. I don't want to inundate you with them, but there's some good stuff. So download the Ronnie Spector, because she's great. You know Ronnie Spector from the Ronettes, Be My Baby and all of that kind of stuff. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Lindsay. Good evening, Lindsay.
Hello.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hi. Can I just say, massive fan from I'm a Celebrity and Back in the Day.
Yeah, Back in the Day, The Jungle, The Strawberry Guy, all of that stuff.
Even before that, SMTV Live, all of it.
SMTV Live? Huh?
Was that not you?
No.
Maybe that wasn't me.
I used to watch it, though, so in some ways it was me. I would watch it. But that wasn't me. But anyway, Lindsay, what can we do for you on this holiest of Tuesdays?
You tweeted me on Twitter just now. Because you were talking about, you had a caller who was a bit homophobic, and you're thinking maybe you shouldn't have many more.
We decided because some people will get this, and we talked about it yesterday, but we've decided that Ken from Newcastle, who comes on and he's not a little bit homophobic, he's very, very rabidly homophobic. And Catherine and I have decided, we don't want him on anymore. I just worry. I can't get the image of those two women that were attacked on the bus out of my head, right? Can't get it out of my head, right? Now, I'm not saying Ken is the fault of that. I'm not saying we're the fault of that. It's a myriad of reasons, but I worry that by allowing someone to come on and speak such nastiness, we're kind of destroying his argument cleverly, and we're laughing at him. That's cool. But then people used to laugh at Anjam Chowdhury, and he turned out to be a right dodgepot. People used to laugh at Tommy Robinson. He turns out to be a right dodgepot. I just worry that by letting him on, we are adding to just a tiny little drip, a tiny grain of darkness into the world, and making things a little bit worse.
I'm concerned that we're using that as entertainment in some way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree, and I must admit, I've watched you more on telly than listening on radio, but I do very much enjoy you on Twitter.
SMTV.
With that attack, I think that's more to blame with the porn industry.
Well, okay. Well, hang on a second. Because people have been arrested and stuff. Let's step away from that specific attack. But yes, okay. So you're blaming attacks on lesbian women on the porn industry.
No, not that. Not just that one. In the fact that they were like, oh.
Okay. No. I've just told Lindsay. I've just told you we can't talk about that one specifically for legal reasons.
Sorry.
Step away from that, and we're talking. Okay. So we're talking about attacks on lesbians. You think are down to the porn industry? Yeah.
Oh no. For when it comes to people trying to goad people for sexual gratification.
Yeah. I think porn plays a big part in it. But why can't it be? As I said, it's a myriad of reasons that these things happen.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As I said to you in my tweet, unfortunately, my brother, I come from a very religious family.
Uh-oh.
As does your chap that calls in.
Yeah.
And they're very Catholic, and I have struggled because they are very of that view, and I am not.
Yeah.
I have a brother who, for me, luckily, moved out to Indonesia, who thrives in that thought. But he has had conversations, and I've had to have conversations with him and try and explain and educate. And sometimes I completely agree with you that, you shouldn't use it for education, shouldn't use it for ridicule, but for education, definitely, 100%.
No. I think you should ridicule homophobes. I think I should ridicule homophobes. I think I shouldn't take their arguments and their points seriously. I think I should ridicule them and point at them and laugh at them because it's a hideous, hideous thing. How's it going with getting your brother to change his mind?
I wouldn't say we try and change his mind. It's more educate. So
right, and how's that going? How's that going with your brother?
With him, more my husband than me, actually. Got into a discussion on Twitter. And my brother, he has this horrible way of spewing facts that are not actual facts.
Right. So lying. So his way of lying, yeah.
In his head, he thinks they're true.
Okay, but they're lies.
Well, he's like, suicide rates are higher for gay people. But then my husband actually pointed out to him that actually maybe that's because people treat him like crap.
Yeah,
maybe
but how's it?
People like you that make them feel awful. And actually, firefighters have a really high rate of suicide.
But how is that going?
People shouldn't be firefighters.
How is that going? Educating your brother? It's not going anywhere, is it? He's not going to shift. So why even have the conversation? Ken doesn't listen. Ken is never going to shift. So there's not going to be a moment where he goes, "Oh my God, it's all right for two men to have sex with each other. That's all right." So I don't want to pollute my show, and I don't want to add, because there will be some people at home listening agreeing with him.
Essentially, yeah.
And I don't want them to feel empowered. I don't want them to feel that their argument, that it's wrong for two men to have sex, or it's wrong for two women to have sex, or it's wrong for two men to be parents. I don't want them to have their horrible, bigoted, homophobic, nasty views empowered.
In fairness, with your reach and your voice to the people that you have, that is definitely probably a good stance to have, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think...
I agree with you.
And I just don't think... I'm just getting to the point where I think, this world is dark enough as it is. I don't want to add to it by having people on that hate people just because of who they sleep with.
The other point is, with this particular person, we've been speaking to him on and off for a couple of years now, and he does not engage in conversation. He's not interested really in hearing the other side of it. He's absolutely secure in the fact that those people are going to hell, and he's not being hateful. He's trying to love them by telling them that they're going to hell and they need to sort themselves out. It's never going to go anywhere, Lindsay. It's just really a chance for him to come on and do his monologue.
My brother.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a monologue every time. So, what's the point?
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I agree with you.
There you go. You see. There you go. You see.
No.
But how did you turn out? How did you turn out normal?
Huh?
How did you turn out normal?
Oh, because my mum is like the most amazing person in the entire world. So, unfortunately, my dad was a lot stricter, Catholic, but he died when I was 14, which I loved him dearly, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But most of my lessons of life came from my mum, and she is the most inclusive, although Catholic, very strict religious. I went to church every Sunday. She is a lot more inclusive and a lot more, love is love, it's fine, don't worry about it. So, she's all good.
Okay. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for calling in, because quite often when people engage on Twitter and you give them the phone number, they never call in. So I really appreciate you picking up the phone and having a chat. And maybe next time we can have a chat about a fun thing.
Lovely to speak to you, because I think you're awesome.
Thank you. I was great on SMTV, though, wasn't I?
Oh, no, I feel really bad now. What were you on?
I'm going to let you, I found this great app. Oh, man, I've got this amazing app today, right? It lets you research anything. It's this thing called Google. Google.
Is that the same as Ask Jeeves?
I think so. I think so. Lindsay, thank you. You're a good sport. 0344 499 1000. We've got Ross, we've got James, and we've got Caddick. This is Talk Radio.
A star-crossed soapbox for sailor boys, stable girls,
I'm on the edge.
and stripper grands.
It depends who you're with, and it depends on the situation.
Late night speech radio with a difference.
Thank you.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I met, I kind of bumped into this young lady tonight who went, oh my God! Like, she's in the street. I can't believe it's you. I've been listening to your podcasts and your show religiously for the last 4 weeks. And she was doing some course. I don't know what course she was doing. But it's like design, promotion kind of thing. She says, I've been working on a poster to promote your show. She said, but I've not been able to go. And she showed it to me. It was great. I think her name was Mary. So thank you, Mary, for that. It was great. I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it during the break. It's a great poster. It's Go to Bed with Iain Lee, but the bed is a bed of nails.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. Because the show's a bit uncomfortable sometimes. Have you ever been on a bed of nails?
No.
It's easy. It's weight distribution. It's physics. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
But then
physics.
they drop a brick on you.
Yeah, but it's physics. It's physics. Your weight's evenly distributed. I did it with the bloody Shaolin monks, right, on a live TV show. And in rehearsal, they had one grab each arm and each leg, so there's 4 Shaolin monks, and they laid me on it. Great, fine, perfect. In actual doing it, the one holding my right arm let go of it by mistake. So my right shoulder dropped onto the bed of nails. Now, you drop on a bed of nails a part of your body at speed, yeah. I pinpricked about a dozen pricks in me. Oh, chance of me lightning! I did. I had a dozen pricks in me at once. No, but seriously, I had 12 dicks. No, I had 12 holes, and I was bleeding. Bloody Shaolin monks.
What did they say? Anything? Sorry?
They didn't say anything, but let's just say that was 15 years ago.
Did you karate chop them in the windpipe?
No. But I've been training with the drunken master I'm going to avenge my shoulder.
If you need any help,
I'm going to.
I'll get me chucks out.
Them. I am going to avenge them. 03444991000. Good evening, Ross.
Good evening. I've been listening to the last hour and 24 minutes. I've finally twigged who you are. You're the man with the big forehead from SMTV.
Okay. I've not been on for an hour and 24 minutes.
24 minutes, so I'm getting old.
You said an hour and 24 minutes, so your rather ill-judged joke worked even less than you thought it was going to do, Ross!
Quack, quack, oops.
What can we do for you tonight, Ross, please?
Now, a very serious topic. My wife owns 10 pairs of shoes, and I don't know why.
Why has she only got 10 pairs of shoes? What's wrong with that?
I don't exactly. There's something wrong. Kath might be able to chip in with this one. I don't understand that. Now, I was totaling up my shoes. We have got a new shoe rack.
Yep.
It is I thought a 4-shelf rack would be very adequate for 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 4 people in the house, 2 little uns, me and the missus.
I don't care. So what do you think? This is the census?
Why are you asking me? Because I've got a fanny.
Have you got a fanny?
Yeah.
A shoe?
Yep, apparently so. I'm not going to dispute her.
Sweet. And I thought a shelf each would be fine. Now, when we come back from holiday, and we were sorting out our new shoe shelf, it seems to be that my wife owns about 4 pairs of flip-flops, 2 pairs of going-out shoes. Do you call them going-out shoes in London?
No.
Posh shoes?
No. Well, smart shoes, yeah.
Right, no. We call them going-out shoes.
Okay. We're getting a lot of information about you. Are you on cocaine?
No, not tonight.
Okay, because I'm getting a real speed, I'm getting a real amphetamine vibe off of you, man. This is relentless. It's like you're trying to push a brick wall down with your forehead.
I get it. Well, your forehead, because you're Duncan. And I get very excited when I'm calling radio shows for some reason.
Okay. Well, do you get excited when you get cut off radio shows?
No.
Okay. 03444991000 is the telephone number. I didn't get it.
I think he was trying to do one of those old-fashioned battle of the sexes things of, women in shoes, what's that about?
I've got more than 10 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
10 pairs is nothing. I got a shoe rack now. Did you see my shoe rack today when you came round?
I didn't notice it, but I'll have a look next time.
It's a lot tidier in my vestibule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got a shoe rack. And everyone get a shoe rack.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Well, I just didn't think. It just makes that little bit so much tidier.
You can find them when you want them.
Yep.
It's just beautiful.
And before I was going, I put the clean shoes on top of the dirty shoes. But I've got a shoe rack, so that's great news. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Hello, James Hammersmith.
What is it?
Hello.
This isn't a census. Why is everyone telling me everything about themselves tonight? I don't care.
It's James Hammersmith.
I know he's James. I couldn't care less where you are.
That's my name, James Hammersmith.
Right, your name's going to be
I'm
Fisty
50
Punch in a
away.
minute.
I'm in Staines, Middlesex.
Now
look.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Regarding Ken and his religiosity and Christ and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Look, Christ was a pretty blameless man. And Ken comes out with a lot of stuff. But I don't think you can blame him for that horrible violence. I don't think it's connected.
I didn't blame him for the horrible violence. You've not been listening.
Well, you...
No, I didn't.
I don't think... No,
James. I've very deliberately and very carefully...
Okay.
In the tweet and on air, have not blamed him for the horrible violence. Very, very, very carefully chose my words. So I haven't blamed him.
Carefully.
Tell me where I blamed him for the violence, James.
Well...
No, and I want specific. No, James. I want specific examples of where I've blamed him for the violence. No, this isn't funny because you've just accused. James, shut up for a second. I'm not pedantic. I tell you when I'm pedantic is when I'm accused of something I haven't done. Right? When I'm accused of libel, which you've just done, and when I'm accused of doing something that I deliberately and very, very carefully and very skillfully did not do. So you've come on and you've made a specific accusation, the accusation being that I blamed Ken for violence against gays. I want specific examples of where I've done that, please.
Well, you were very harsh with him. You
No. I want specific examples. I want specific examples, like you said.
You should have been a lawyer.
No, I'm a radio host. I'm a human being. And I'm someone who pays attention. You're someone who comes on. You're someone who comes on the radio and libels people. So try again, James. Give me one
strong stuff, mate.
Well, libel is strong stuff, and that's what you've done. So give me one.
It's not slander. No. Have you got your legal terms correct?
No, I've got my legal terms absolutely correct, James. It's libel.
Right. Okay.
Tell me why you think it's slander.
Well, get your dictionary out.
No, James. You tell me why you think.
Why are you being so harsh with me?
Because you've libelled me. Tell me why you think it's slander.
Oh, come on.
Tell me why you think it's slander.
Well, he's a man with strong religious.
Tell me why you think it's slander and not libel. James. We're going to go through this bit by bit, right? And yeah, I am a bit pissed off because you've accused me of something I haven't done, right? So first things first, right? You think it's slander. Why is it no one can hear you. Why is it slander and not libel?
Slander is spoken, libel is written.
Incorrect.
No.
Yeah, incorrect.
Go on, say it.
Slander is spoken, libel is published.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just said.
Incorrect. God, you're thick. No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm not thick at all.
Well, you are, because by saying something on the radio, it is concerned in legal terms as being published. That's why it's libel. Trust me, James.
So you're now accusing me of libel?
Yeah. I have been for the last 3 minutes.
Because you were really rude to a guy called Ken.
No.
About religion.
No.
And I simply suggested...
James.
You had suggested that his
this is the libel bit. This is the libel bit. That's the libel bit. So can you give me one example?
You're so angry.
No, I'm not angry. I'm incredulous that you could repeat a libel that you made. Can you give me one example? That's all I'm asking for, mate. Just one example.
Well, just listen to the tapes.
Could you let me finish a question, please? And then, no, I'm not going to, because I know what I said. So it's up to you.
I won't be bullied by you.
I won't be libelled by you, so...
I won't be bullied by you.
Oh, God, it's this prick. I'm not bullying you. I'm asking you a direct question.
You just called me a prick.
Well, you're a prick. You've made a very serious accusation. I would like one example of where I suggested Ken was... No one can listen. No one can hear you, James, when I'm talking. So just calm down. Just take a minute to calm down, boy. Calm down. I remember this guy.
Yeah.
He's not as good as he thinks he is, by quite some way.
It's almost as if he chooses moments like this to come up and start.
And I love it when people say, don't get angry. I'm not angry.
He was hoping you'd get angry.
I'm not angry. I'm enjoying this. James, I'm going to put your fader up in a second, but it's really important, okay? You've made an accusation. All I'm asking for is one, not even three, one example of where I suggested Ken was responsible for the violence. Please, over to you.
So you don't understand anything you say?
Just one example, James.
You don't understand anything you say.
Oh, I understand it perfectly. You don't. I'd like one example of where I suggested he was responsible for the violence. You can't do it, James. James, you can't do it. No, I'm not. I'm like someone who's much cleverer than you.
You're like a child.
No, James,
you're like a child
the fade is down. The fade is down again. I mean, this guy's furious. All because he misheard something. Or he filled in some blanks that weren't there. James, your fade is down. People can't hear you. I'm going to give you one more chance, okay? And it's on you to prove it, and it's libel. You've learnt something tonight. You've learnt something. People have learnt something. It's libel. You said that I had suggested that Ken was responsible for the violence against gay people. I'm assuming you're referring to the show, as he said, listen back to the tape, so it's not the tweets, okay? So I would love, and I'm not going to listen back to the show because I know what I said.
Also, when were you rude to Ken? Because we haven't spoken to him for...
Well, it was last week, I think was the last time. So, James, please, dude, you can do this, man. Well, you can't, because there isn't any. Just one example, James, of where I suggested that Ken was responsible for the violence towards gay people.
And violence towards gay people, which I completely condemn. There's no connection.
Sorry, your fader was down for the last... Your fader's down again. People can't hear you. Your fader's down. I mean, what is this? Is this the James show?
Talking.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he's still talking. James, your fader's down. Let's try again. One last time, buddy, because I've got a lot of interesting people calling in who are much better at this game than you are. One example, please, James. Away you go.
No.
So
no,
you can
you're
just come on
challenging me for the sake of it.
No, I'm asking you to prove...
It's an old tactic. It's an old tactic.
Asking for proof is an old tactic? Yeah.
Yeah. Asking for proof.
Yeah, of an accusation you've made.
Give me proof. OK, let me turn it back on you. Give me proof that I slandered you.
You didn't slander me.
I libelled you?
Correct. Well done. You're learning.
OK, repeat back to me what I said that libelled you.
You said...
Come on, mate.
I will do, James. I will do.
Go on, then.
OK, I will.
What exactly did I say?
I'll tell you if you just take a breath for a second.
No, you take a breath. Tell me.
No, you are. James, are you going to... James, are you
with your girlfriend who backs you up even though you're being completely unreasonable.
OK, so now you've just libelled me.
OK. James.
I've libelled you. OK.
Yeah.
Tell me when I libelled you.
Because I'm a professional person.
No, you said she was my girlfriend. I'll tell you the libel that you did.
I'm allowed to say that you back up your mate.
Calling a girlfriend is libelous. Calling a girlfriend is libelous.
You people have no understanding.
Trust me, I do. We do.
It's bullies.
We've only been doing it for 20 years.
Where have we bullied you tonight, James?
All you can cope with is mad people ringing in. You can't deal with someone with some brains ringing in.
Well, when they come in, we got Alan Caddick next, so we'll be speaking to someone with more brains than you. James, I'll tell you when you libelled me, if you want to listen.
Go on.
OK, you came on and you said, you repeated it twice now, I mean you said it three times. You said you suggested that Ken was responsible for the violence towards gay people.
I said that his views...
No, you didn't.
...might be responsible.
No, you...
religious...
I tell you what...
His religious
James,
views...
wait there. I've forgotten your name.
Amy.
Hey, Amy, I'm so sorry. Could you get the beginning of James's call for me? And we'll play it back to James. And if he says views, I'll apologise. And if you don't say James, what are we going to do?
I'm not talking to a child, I'm talking to a man.
Well, at the moment you're talking to no one because your fader's down. So, James, we're going to play it back. If you say views, I'll apologise. And I'm assuming if you don't say... Here we go. James, your fader's down, mate. Your fader's down. Getting very ragey, this guy. Very ragey. He just needs to calm down. Let's see. Shh. Okay. James, if you say views in this first bit, I will apologise. And if you don't, I'm guessing you'll apologise to me? James is gone. Can we call James back and see if James is gone? So, I know you've got a lot to do. I'll take a call. We'll get that clip if you wouldn't mind. And then when you've got that clip, if you could get James back, I'm guessing his battery died. I'm guessing it must have done. It must have done. Let's go to someone with some brains, shall we? Let's go to Alan Caddick. Good evening, Alan. You're asleep. Right. We had that yesterday. Right. Alan, you are banned for this week and next week.
Get
all right?
some sleep.
You're banned for this week and next week. And then we just had Philip from South Norwood dropped off. So let me call, I can call Philip back. Hang on, if I do this, I think that calls Philip back. Yeah, we just get Philip back. Right, okay.
Hello?
Hello, Philip, this is Iain Lee, old fella.
Oh, hey,
you dropped off just as we were heading to you.
Yeah, my phone got a bit... funny. The reason I rang in, just very, very quickly, you're talking about John Sebastian and Ronnie Spector.
Yes, I am, sir.
Have you ever seen the amazing video where they sing a song called You and Me Go Way Back?
No, I have not.
Features Alex Cavallero from the Young Rascals.
Yep.
And
we've had him on the show, yep.
And Roger McGinn, is that how they pronounce his name, from the Birds?
Yep.
It's from a series called Deja Vu.
Oh.
And it's on YouTube, and it's one of my favourite... they all get together. It's from 1986.
Yes.
And what it is, it was brought out as a DVD.
Yes.
And what it is, that it's old songs given new
rock
video.
and roll style, baby.
And what it's got, for example, what it's got on it's got the Hollies doing Bus Stop.
Yeah.
It's got the Box Tops doing The Letter.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane.
Yeah. It really, as I say, I know for a fact that they've got You and Me Go way back from with John Sebastian, Ronnie Spector, because I looked at it before I rang you to make sure it was still there.
Oh, of course.
And it really is it's really great.
Okay, I'm going to add it to the list of things that I'm probably not going to check out, but I would actually quite like to see, but I just never get around to watching anything
anyway,
anymore.
Nice to talk to you, Ian. I'll speak to you soon.
Nice one, Philip. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. James doesn't seem to pick. Is he not picking up, or is it going to answer phone, or is it ringing at all, or?
Well,
he's ringing, but he's not picking up.
Well,
James,
let's listen to
mate.
the clip anyway.
Okay, can we listen to the clip, please, Amy? Thank you very much. Let's see. He claims that he said I suggested Ken's views were responsible for it. Let's have a listen. Maybe I did.
Regarding Ken and his religiosity and Christ and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Look, Christ was a pretty blameless man, and Ken comes out with a lot of stuff. But I don't think you can blame him for that horrible violence.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh, dum da 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 dum da. Here's the thing, James, right? Here's the thing. I have been so precise in my wording around Ken. I wrote a series of tweets that people misunderstood, but actually they were wrong to... I muted the woman who was arguing with me about it because she was being deliberately obtuse. The wording in those tweets was so precise. And when we talked about it at the start of the show, my wording around... Generally, it's pretty precise. You know, just 15 hours a week. I'm going to get some things a little bit wrong, a little bit flabby, get the wrong words in. But my wording around this has been deliberately very, very careful. A, because there's a court case going on. B, because I want to make sure that the people completely understand this position that I have thought about a lot over the last 4 or 5 days. I've thought about it a lot since seeing those pictures that everybody else saw, and I want to be really, really precise. Not banning him because he's religious, not banning him because he's Christian, not banning him because he's a born-again Christian. I've been very, very specific about why I don't want him on the show. So, James, when you come on and try again, probably next week, you seem to be doing it every week, having a little pop. Obviously doesn't like the show, but has got, I don't know, a crush on me.
But he wants to join in, yeah.
He wants to join in. And I love it. Here's the trick I've learned. When people say, stop getting so angry, you just go softer and quieter. I'm not angry. And even if you are angry, which I wasn't then, you just go softer and quieter. Because then they want you to shout, then they've won a point.
Well, and also the way he kind of lashed out at me, you know what that is?
Yeah.
An ad hominem attack.
Yes.
The sign of a loser.
Terrible. James, I'm going to give that 2 out of 10, mate. And that's me being generous, because factually incorrect, I love the slander libel thing. Listen, between us, me and Kath have probably done 20 legal training courses. I had to do one after I libelled someone on air. You know, it's libel. We know our jobs. We really, really know our jobs.
This is the thing, right?
Are you sure it's not slander?
Yeah.
Positive. Because I asked that question in my first legal training.
Get yourself a copy of McNay's and read it as I had to pass my exams 20 years ago. But yeah, I'm just a woman, so obviously.
Oh dear.
I'm the girlfriend.
Oh dear,
Nice.
oh dear.
Nice.
We'll talk about the women's football, the World Cup in a bit, because there's been some controversy about it being an all-women panel.
Yeah.
And I sort of get where people are coming from, because generally it's an all-male panel with a woman, and some people are saying, well, we should have a man, but...
Is it? I think mostly there aren't any women.
I think
panels.
on Sky there is.
Okay.
I think on Sky. I don't know, because this is out of my sphere, as you know. I think on Sky maybe, but maybe you're listening and you know more than me. But these women, why would there be a problem?
Nobody ever notices when it's an all-male news reading team.
Yep.
Or an all-male, for example, football punditry team. all-male political team, but when it's all female, suddenly it becomes, they're making a point.
Yeah.
You know what the point is? You're not used to it.
Yeah.
And why aren't you used to it?
Yeah, you're making a point. That's the thing. You're making a point. Let's have a break. Charles, you're going to be up next. You've been very patient. Thank you. And then the switchboard is empty after that. It doesn't have to be one of those shows. I wanted it to be quite a nice, frothy, flighty show tonight. And I think Lindsay at the start, perfect example of how you can sort of have a disagreement, but you can have it in a charming way and you can shake hands at the end and walk off.
And those are the conversations worth having,
that.
rather than people that come on with a monologue and a fixed position and don't listen, and then suddenly their phone breaks.
Yeah. 0344 499 1000. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Charles has been very, very patient. Good evening, Charles.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Charles.
Hiya, Charles.
How you doing, guys?
Right.
Yeah, very well, thank you. What can we do for you tonight, please?
How's your cat doing? How's Velvet?
Velvet is doing very well. She's 20 years and 3 months. Today is the kitten's birthday. They're a year old. Lucky and mucky.
They had their first taste of
You've got
wine.
little ones as well now, haven't you?
Yeah, got little ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
We went to the pet shop to get them some stuff, and we bought them a wind-up hamster and
A magic wand.
And got some salmon. And then in the pet shop, the guy said, "Oh, have you tried this for your cats? It's like wine for cats."
It was called Prosecco.
Prosecco. Right. And it's non-alcoholic. Basically, it's just fruit. We tried it. It's just like very watery
vinegar,
juice. Yeah. And he said, you pour it on the food, and the cats will go wild for it. Poured it on the food. Well, let's just say, Catherine, that salmon, Velvet ate it, but the girls untouched when I left several hours later.
We drained the booze off, the quote-unquote booze.
Yeah.
They still didn't like it, did they?
So, but it's their birthday. They're having a great day, and it's fun. Anyway, Charles, what can we do for you?
That was really more or less it. I just wanted to see how you guys are doing with the cats and everything. I always like to hear about them.
Have you got cats, Charles?
No, well, my mum does. You know, I want to go see her.
Oh, how many cats has she got?
At the moment, 4.
I love the way you had to think about it.
Here's the thing: anything over 3 is bonkers, isn't it? But great.
I'm tempted to get a 4th. I'm tempted to get a 4th. Do you?
Well, it was.
Go on.
Yeah. Well, just the older ones for a long time, and then she took in a stray because it was a bad storm, and then the stray had kittens, and you know.
Here's the thing, Charles. Catherine wants a cat, but Kath ain't allowed a cat for legal reasons. She murdered 3 when she was 15.
No, don't joke about that. That's not true. I'm just not allowed. I live with a non-cat lover, so it's out of the question.
Yeah, our friend Dave. Go on. I was going to say, our friend Dave, who listens to the show, calls in from time to time. He's got I think it's his mum's. He's got this gorgeous little kitten, like a proper tiny little baby cat, and he keeps posting videos and pictures of it. Oh my God, it's so cute, Charles.
Yeah, they are at that age. Although they got the little claws you've got to watch out for, but.
Well, I'll show you my leg where my 1-year-old fell off the other day and just grabbed on with one claw, and then climbed up like she was climbing up a rock face. Incredible.
Yeah.
It happens. Charles, thank you for asking about the cats. Always, always happy to talk about those girls. It's a cat-friendly show here, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, what have you got?
Well, brand spanking new tournament sees women slapping each other's bums until they fall over.
Where is this?
Until they fall over.
Can I be a judge of this? Where is this?
A booty spanking championship has been set up in Russia with the sole aim of seeing which women can smack the other's bum the hardest. I mean...
This is very naughty.
The tournament, which took place on Monday, sees fitness fanatics turn out to put the strength of their palms to the test. The winner is the first person to serve up a slap hard enough to knock the rival off balance.
Now, how do they stand?
I'll show you. There's a picture.
Wait, could you describe it for the boys and girls at home? Okay.
You stand proud, facing away from your antagonist.
Okay, go on then.
And you proffer... No. And you proffer...
Well, I feel...
No, it's a female-only sport.
Okay,
so,
well...
sorry, mate. Maybe in 2020.
Okay, do you want to slap my arse?
No, thanks.
I'll give you £20.
No, thanks.
Okay, not paying any more than that. I'll get it cheaper elsewhere.
Here we go. The winner's the first person to slap the other one off balance. The video of the event, two women begin by facing each other on stage. One of the participants is popular fitness blogger Anastasia Solotaya. Who is sporting leather leggings.
What a sound.
Thwack. Her opponent begins by spanking her on the tush to a crowd of entertained spectators. The woman appears to hurt her hand during the slap, but Anastasia appears unfazed. During the next serving of spanks, Anastasia's balance appears to be knocked from force, but refuses to show any pain. In another round, however, she appears to seemingly flinch. The ladies also avoid causing any serious harm to each other, which is in contrast to the men's version, before you say this is sexist.
Okay.
The men's version is slapping each other in the face.
Do it or suffer. Oh.
This is a recording of the actual event.
Oh yeah, you like that, don't you?
This is a recording.
What the hell is
nasty little?
This is a recording of the actual event.
You nasty little pervert.
There you go. You see, that's an actual recording from a sporting event.
The tournament was held at the annual Yushankin Cup. Yushankin Cup.
I'm doing no such thing.
Which also...
Yeah, I got to do that again. What's it? It's called what? Don't say cup. It's called what?
Yushankin.
You asking?
Which also saw a variation of the extremely popular male slapping tournament.
Now, people are thinking, I don't know how to slap or smack or spank a guy. Well, here's an instructional video. So let's just have a little listen. This is how it works.
Hello, I'm Miss Jen Davis, and today I'd like to do a little demonstration for you, for those of you interested in adult spanking. So whether you want to discipline your boyfriend or spank your husband, I'm going to be demonstrating to you.
Why would you need demonstration? Surely everyone knows the manoeuvre.
You take a decent long run up and you windmill the arm.
My hand is always the favorite.
Oh, over the knee.
Here we go.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. She's.
Now, I personally can spank with both hands.
Ooh.
And actually, my left hand, which is not my dominant hand, is typically harder and stronger than my right.
No, 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 no! That is too hard!
He's going to be red raw.
That is too hard. Hang on, now she's got a flip-flop!
No!
Oh!
No weapons.
Oh! 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 Oh, it's a flip-flop! Chicka, chicka, here come now, come on, moaning.
He's got some sort of protection on there.
What's she going to get next?
Next is the leather studded paddle. Now, the nice thing about leather...
There is no giving that. There is no giving that.
The studs may possibly...
That's like what you used to flip a burger, isn't it?
Yes.
But in general, leather does not mark. So if you're playing with someone, if you're playing with an adult that cannot have marks for various reasons, I would highly recommend using
a bum model.
Yeah, bum. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. No! Dear God, what a world. Okay, sorry, back, you were talking about something, weren't you?
Yeah, the male slapping competition, it's not quite like that. It's two men hitting each other in the face.
No, that's more, okay.
That YouTube sensation, Logan Paul, was set to take part in the male slapping championships in May, but withdrew because he was worried about his safety.
Oh.
The withdrawal sparked a fierce backlash, so the American swiftly posted a clip showing him smacking a man unconscious.
Here we go, you see. What a world. What a world. Andy, have you ever smacked someone unconscious? I was going to ask. What a horrible, horrible question. I do apologise, Andy. Welcome to the show.
Hello, sir. Hello, Kath. Hello, you gorgeous creatures. How are you?
I'm all fluffed up now.
Sir, I say, I've got us all in a tizzy. Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Listen, I just wanted to give you a quick call, if it's okay, just to say thank you, and I hope that I haven't made you feel uncomfortable. I was listening back for last night's show, and you were talking about the difference between gay pride and pride.
Yeah.
And you said that when you were corrected recently on Twitter, it made you bristle.
Yeah, was that
And I
you?
wasn't sure yeah, that was me.
Oh, it made me bristle. No, it made me bristle. It's
Only because you don't want to offend people and get it wrong.
No, I bristle. I genuinely bristle. But that was my knee-jerk reaction, Andy. That was my response. I think was a little bit terse. That was my knee-jerk reaction. Was I'm being told off and I'm doing a good thing. But no, but that was my knee-jerk reaction. My second reaction was, oh, okay, no, that's great. Yeah. So no, I generally ignore my first reaction. So ignore the bristling. That was I don't know, ego, pride, something like that we can't control. I was quoting a number of callers that we've had, but you are absolutely right to point it out to me. So thank you very much indeed.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to you as well. You know, it means a lot to us, especially because you retweeted it.
Yeah.
And that really meant a lot. And Emily and myself, we both met you in Manchester again. You know, it means a lot when people just take the time to actually understand.
Here's the thing. I am
important.
An old dinosaur, right? And a lot of my language, some of my views, probably quite a few of my views are out of date and could be deemed offensive. But I don't want to be offensive. So I want to learn. I want to learn. And the views that I'm able to change, I will change by looking at the facts and hearing stories. And the language is an easy one to change. I don't know the language. So you pointing that out is brilliant. That's logged in there now. So thank you.
And it allowed him to correct me.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so it goes.
Thanks, Kath. It was just something that I wanted to, because I wasn't sure whether bristling was a good thing or a bad thing, but I just wanted to say that I love you both and I really appreciate what you've done, okay?
Hey, thank you, man. No, but I appreciate you pointing that out. I genuinely do. It was the right thing to do, so thank you.
So both keep up the good work, loving the shows.
Okay.
And the Imani Coppola CD you gave me, oh my God.
Isn't it? Unsung. It's great. Can you believe we didn't even sell 200 of those bad boys? It's outrageous.
So many people missing out,
it's
and
criminal.
It annoys me so much. That's a real crime, you know, not calling something.
She's got a new album coming out in September. I've heard a rough mix of it. Man alive. It's something else. It's something else, Andy. So I will let you know when. What's it called? Protagonist coming out in September. She's going to come on the show at some point.
I look forward to hearing it.
Andy, you're a good man. Thank you very much indeed. He was right. I bristled. I'm being told off. I'm doing a good thing. But that's ego, pride, it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's being able to then being not tweeting on that feeling, going to the other side of the feeling and going, oh no, actually, that's the right thing he did.
You know, it's also part of the way we are on air because we choose our words so carefully. So to have the rug pulled, it feels like the rug's being pulled, doesn't it? When you're told that you've done something inaccurate or insensitive. Yeah. So that's why as well, I think.
So here's the thing. I want to learn. I want correcting language is easy. I know that it's not as easy as that some different groups disagree with different things. Okay, fine, but correcting my language is one of the easier things I can do. So thank you, Andy. Phil, we're going to have to come to you after the news. I hope that's okay. But I tell you what, we're not going to play a song when we come back, so we can get straight to you. So you won't have to wait too long. 03. So we'll have a bed, please, Amy, if you don't mind. 03 44 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. We've talked a lot about. We've talked about pride. We've talked about violence against LGBT. We've talked about slapping and spanking and all kinds of things. This is a fun show. This is the Late Night Alternative every weeknight from 10 o'clock with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late night radio with Iain.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes! Yes. We'll do some ASMR in the last hour, I think.
Yes.
In the last hour, I think. We got Chat It's Fate. Where are you going?
Plugging my headphones in. Because it went very quiet all of a sudden and I realised I'd pulled them out.
We'll do Chat It's Fate, which is the psychic magazine for cowards. I'm supposed to be going on a ghost hunt, but I think it's when we're going to go and see a fake Beatles band, so I'll have to get in touch with them and change that. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle. We are doing live shows. Not many live shows now. London, sold out. Done. Gone. Belfast.
But keep your eye on our Twitter feed, because often we get returns.
Yeah, people sell them for face value. Sometimes they give them away, exchange. So yeah, keep your eye on at Flippin' Kath with a K at Iain Lee, because often people say I can't make it. It's only on my ticket. So that bit. But London is sold out. Okay. Belfast, I haven't checked for a couple of weeks. It wasn't doing great, but we're going to go ahead and do it because we want to go to Belfast.
Yeah.
So if we take a hit in the pocket, we take a hit in the pocket. It's going to be a good show. Here's the thing. Even in the shows where we don't sell too well, there have been a few. They're probably the better shows. Those are the ones we give it everything.
I think people feel less intimidated about joining in, so the crowd generally help us out a bit more.
Yeah. So Belfast, let me just check. Hang on a minute. If you go to Iain Lee, iainlee.com/event, iainlee.com/event, everything is listed there. So let's get some dates up. Phil, we'll come to you in a second. 03444991000. Blimey, one in London's in a couple of weeks, June 23rd.
I know.
Flip, I'm going to a jigsaw competition on that morning. So June 23rd, sold out. 6th of July, Saturday, 1:45 to 2:50. That's in Dorset, at the Shaftesbury Arts Centre. That's not selling too well. We've I can tell you exactly how that's selling. Holds 158. We've sold 32. I got a couple of comps coming. Someone I worked with years ago. So we've broken even.
Yeah,
we've broken even.
There will be an audience.
It was kind of a punt, really, that, because we haven't done a. We did comedy festival in Birmingham or somewhere like that in the Midlands. But this was kind of, someone recommended it. This was a bit of a punt. I didn't expect to sell too many. I don't know how big an event it is. I don't know if people want to come and see us at the event, or if they want to see local talent. But so that's happening. I think that's only £8. And as always, it's a nice lunchtime show. £8. We'll stick around afterwards for pictures and stuff. That's on Saturday, the 6th of July at 1:45. Belfast. We then is in the 27th of July. It's a Saturday, I think, it must be. It's at the Black Box. It's selling okay. And then then there's a break. We're not doing anything in August. Then it's the 7th of September in Bath. And last I heard, that was like 3/4 sold.
Yeah, that one generally sells out.
That's a great venue. The Rondo Theatre holds about 90. I think we'd sold about 70 tickets. So I would suggest getting those quick. Yeah, Dorset's only £8. So if you go to iainlee.com/event, we record all the shows and we put them out as podcasts. But we sometimes cut big bits out. So if you want to, see the full experience, then you got to come and see the show. Good evening, Phil.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm very well, Phil. What can we do for you this evening?
Right. First of all, I've got a couple of things I'm going to say. First of all, I apologise for the idiot that called up earlier on, that guy called James. We're not all like that. I'm kind of religious. But I don't know, one thing what's good for this country is that we are a democracy. And we are governed by law, not religious law. And that's all gone in the past. So why we can't live and let live is beyond me. I have gay friends. I even got my gay friend together with his husband. And what that I don't know what that guy Ken said. I didn't know what you said or what the Twitter said.
Yeah.
So I'm only going what you were saying.
Yeah.
He sounds like a white Burke to me.
Well, listen, he's not here to defend himself. Here's the thing, right? I haven't got a problem with religion, Muslim, Jew, Christian, whatever, right? But just the basic tenet. That tenet doesn't sound like a word now.
It is, though.
Tenet. T-E-N-E-T. Okay, the basic theme of all religions is love. It's love.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So let's just love. And let's just get down and let's strip off and make love.
Yeah, the thing is, obviously, they're paraphrasing a book they've written 3,500 years ago, and they're taking it too literally. And it's right or wrong, really wrong. Why can't people just live together in peace and harmony is beyond me.
Exactly.
Another thing, you said about a couple of weeks ago about stripping off, doing streaks, didn't you?
Yes, yes. Have you done it?
I've done twice. I've done it twice.
Oh, repeat offender.
Was this at church?
No, unfortunately, it wasn't. I was actually out with my gay friend, and I lost the bet.
Those gays will always encourage other men to strip off naked and run around. So what did you? So where did you strip off naked, man? This is getting people hot onto the collar.
Well, if anyone knows Hampshire, there's a place called Porchester, and there's a pub called the Red Lion, and I was drinking in there.
Hang on, Catherine's flinched.
Porchester?
Porchester, yeah.
Oh, right.
Near Porchester Castle.
It just sounds like a bit kind of rude.
Porchester? No. What is it? How does that...
Porchester, no.
How does that sound rude?
Like pork.
That would be Porkchester. He's in Porchester, like Dorchester. Porchester, like Dorchester. Porchester. There's nothing like Porkchester. Might as well... Pork titties. I did it in pork titties.
He's got dirty mind.
Filthy.
He's got really dirty mind.
Filthy. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right. This is it. Catherine.
Dirty pervert.
That's what you are.
Dirty pervert.
Yes.
Kath was a dick.
There we go.
Don't be so silly, Kath. Dick.
There we go. You see.
Wow. I'm David Babcock, and I got my willy stuck in a Hoover.
It wasn't me.
Phil, carry on. Oh, hang on a minute. Catherine wants to tell us something about the male reproductive organs.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
There we go. She's responsible for the upbringing of 2 young girls who will become 2 young women who will never become 2 young mothers with information like that. Phil, back to you and your perversions.
Anyway,
yes, Phil.
What happened in Porkchester?
Porkchester. Anyway, we had a few drinks, and he betted me, and I lost a bet. I can't remember when it was over. And he said I'd do a new street down towards Porchester Castle. And apparently I went along with it. And I ran down the street, and he was trying to run behind me, picking up my clothes. And I'm coming around the corner. Yeah. Coming around the corner was a police car.
Uh-oh.
So I dived over this hedge, and unfortunately it was a prickly hedge, and things got caught. But I managed to get away, and no one saw me. That was the first one. The second one was when I was leaving one of my old works. They dared me to go and do it, and unfortunately, me being a dare, I did it again.
I don't understand. I've never been one of these people where if someone dares me, I dare you to do that. Not going to do it. I dare you. Yeah, not going to do it. Okay, that's the end of that then. That's the end of that then. Why are you doing this?
No, it's a bear and a dare and bet, and it's a long running thing. And I lost. I always lose bets and dares and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I'm
just don't do them, Phil. You sound like a nice guy. Just don't do them.
I am a nice guy, but
naked guy.
I'm also gullible. And that's the 2 streaky stories I've done. So everyone should do it. You should do it. You should do it. Right. Go and do it.
Unfortunately, Phil, we seem to have...
Phil's daring you.
We seem to have... I'm not going for the dare. Did you see the video on Twitter in the week of a guy that fell out of a tree?
No.
Oh, it's funny. Can someone tweet me? I'm trying to find it. It was funny, man. It was very, very funny. I'm trying to find it. I don't want to say what happens because I don't want to spoil it. But someone must be able. Can someone know what I'm talking about? There's a guy sat on a branch in a tree wearing tracksuit trousers, and he's bouncing on the branch. Can someone find that for me and tweet it to me? I'm sort of having a look and I can't find it. I want to show. I want to show it to Catherine because it's funny, man. Maybe Limmy. It was either Limmy or Kathy Burke retweeted it. Let's have a look at Limmy's tweets and replies. Hang on, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This is going to be great. I know it's not making great. Here it is. I got it. Kath, come here. I'm going to do it with sound off because I don't know if there's any bad language. I'm going to retweet it, right? But you need to... It's going to be worth it because you're going to hear Kath's laugh. Okay, here we go. So... Well, there might be bad language here, so I'm just going to fade it down a little bit. So there's a guy on a branch, about 6 foot up in the air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to describe what happened?
Well, I mean, the definition of asking for it. He was straddling the branch and being flipped up and down by his mate on this branch, and then all of a sudden he tries to dismount, gets his trousers caught, and gets tipped out of his pants, basically. You see the lots.
I am retweeting now. That's a good one. I just love funny videos. I love funny videos. I don't know why. They make me laugh. I also love funny calls, and that's why I'm looking forward to the call coming up next after Mo. Good evening, Mo.
You're right, Ian. How are you?
Very, very well, Mosif.
I'm good, cheers. Anyway.
Didn't ask. Don't care. I don't care. Why am I the doctor's surgery all of a sudden?
Okay.
Hey, whoa! Hang on a minute, right? So I had to go to the doctor's today, right? And Kath came with me. I went to the doctor's, right? And I've been to this doctor's 4 times, because they make me go every month to beg for my meds, right? And every time I've gone in, I've gone to reception and said, I'm here to see the doctor, I'm Iain Lee. And they go, okay, yeah, fine. But it's a different woman today. She went, yeah, if you could just check in on the computer over there. So I was a bit, bristled.
She had the headset on and everything.
Yeah.
She looked like
she wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And so did that. All right, fine. And then I came back and I said, yeah, can I make an appointment? The appointment was at 1:1, right? 1:1. I need to make an appointment for a month's time.
First of all, can we just point out 1:1 in the afternoon?
Yeah, very
1:1 in the afternoon.
So I said, I need to make an appointment for a month's time. She said, okay, well, that'll be Tuesday, 9th of July. We've got 9 o'clock and we've got 10:10. I said, yeah, is there any chance of getting something a bit later because I work night, something in the afternoon, ideally? Oh, no, she's only in the morning. And I said, yeah. And I said, it's 1:10. This is the afternoon.
She only does mornings, is what she said.
Yeah, she only does mornings. This is the afternoon. Oh well, yeah. I could give you 11:40 the next day. I said, yeah, I'll take that. But why were you lying to me? They just wanted to shift them all up in the morning so they could go home early. Unbelievable, Mosif.
Yeah. Anyway, that's on.
Shut up, no! It's my show! And I'll tell my stories! And my stories are infinitely better than your boring, insipid, crappy phone calls that we only tolerate as pure filler. So don't whistle, don't do the bored whistle noise when I'm telling my stories and then criticise me, you worthless piece of crap!
Oh.
This is Talk Radio.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting. You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Let's go to Jacqueline. Good evening, Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello, Jacqueline.
Hey, love. I'm just really, really depressed.
Are you on speakerphone?
No, love.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You sound speakerphone-ish.
Oh, hang on a minute. It might be. All right, yeah, it was.
Absolutely busted! You are so busted! Don't give me this positive nonsense. I know a speakerphone
really
when I know a
sorry.
speakerphone. Go on, Jacqueline, what you got? That's all right.
Right, I'm just dead depressed because my nana's passed away and the TV licence was in her name.
Right.
And my granddad's having to foot the bill when he lives at the same property. But they moved from Wales to Manchester. So how do they go about that? Does my granddad still have to pay it, even though it wasn't in his name?
How much?
And he's 82.
Yeah, well, hang on. No, you don't have to pay for a TV licence when you're 82.
But my nana was only 70 and she passed away and it was in her name.
She should have done it in his name and they would have got it free.
But you didn't do that because all the bills was in my grandma's name.
With greatest respect to your grandma, and it seems strange that... How long ago did she pass away?
Only 2 months ago.
Okay, and you're upset about the TV licence?
Yeah, because he doesn't know which way to go because he's got a bit of dementia, my granddad. And
okay, well...
I said, you don't have to pay for it.
He doesn't have to pay for it. Get it done in here. Just go and... You fill it in online for him, in his name. He doesn't have to pay. Bish, bash, bosh.
He's not got no computer, and I don't know how to use the computer.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to phone up Tony Hall and get him to sort it out? I don't know what you want me to do.
There'll be a phone number, won't there?
Can you phone them up?
I don't even know the number because I've only just come back myself from Wales.
Right, well, we're going to give you the number.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Can you text it to me, please?
No, we can't text it to you. No.
It's not right, is it? That my granddad's having to support all the bills.
He's not having to. He's not having
away.
to. Well, it is right that he's having. With respect, it is right he's having to pay bills, but he doesn't have to pay the TV licence. So that's one less bill to worry about.
Is that sure? Are you positive about that? 'Cause
I'm more
really
positive than you were with the
distressing
speakerphone. Yes, he does not have to pay the bill, the licence bill.
He doesn't at all.
No, he does not have to pay the TV licence.
But he's worrying about because he's on Sky as well, and he's saying that.
Well, he'll have to pay Sky. You don't get Sky
it comes
free.
in with the TV license.
No, it doesn't. That's nonsense, and you know that's nonsense.
I don't know because I don't have Sky. I don't have anything.
Well, yeah, he'll have to pay Sky.
Yeah, and that's only £30 a month.
Fine, great. And
So what about if he doesn't have a TV license? Then has he still got to pay that?
yes, he
and
does.
then still pay the Sky?
No, he doesn't have to pay a TV licence.
Not at all, even though it was in my nana's name.
He doesn't have to. He never had to. From at the moment, it's going to change. But at the moment, if you're over 75, you don't have to pay the TV licence.
Tell you what, Jacqueline, phone this number and ask them.
And when's it going to change? Like he's just said, when will that change?
I don't know. It's been in the news quite a lot, but I don't know. Is he on? Is he on like benefits?
No, he doesn't. He's a war soldier, so he doesn't get anything, only his pension.
Okay, I suspect he probably won't have to pay. But have you got a pen and paper?
Hang on 1 minute. Let me just have a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Go on. Sorry. Go
All
on.
right. 0300.
0300. Is that a pay one? Do you have to pay?
Do you want me to come round there and write it down for you? I mean, how much of this do you want us to do for you?
I'm just asking. Is it an 03 number that you have to pay?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's probably a local rate. It's probably a local rate number, I think.
Because he only uses my mobile, and when you phone up things like this,
It's
different
not-
numbers you have to pay by your tariff.
Flipping heck, man. Right, what's the number, Catherine?
0300.
Hang on, 0300 numbers. I will Google it for you. Calls made to 0393 is standard rate, so it's just like a standard rate. It's not a premium rate number.
Right, so it's not an 034, it's 0300.
Yeah. 0300 790
0300 790
6071.
6071.
That's the one.
Is that the department for the TV licenses?
That is television licensing customer service.
Oh, thank you very much.
No
Thank
problem.
You.
Good luck.
Thank you for your help. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
No directory inquiries.
Okay. I mean, gosh. He's only on his war pension, but he can afford £30 a month Sky. Flippin' heck, man. I mean, so as Pete says, does this caller think you're JVS? It's, I'm staggered. I mean, I'm really, listen, it must be it's got to be a tough time. I get it. It's a tough time. A dad might have to pay a TV licence he's not had to pay because, Nan died a little while ago. I don't know what to make of any of that.
There's people that in it.
It's people. 0344 499 1000.
Julie says, I've got a load of ironing needs putting away that I'm not very happy about doing. Could you come around and put it away for me, please?
Lane says, what the actual F? Roger says, what the hell? Stacey says, is this call serious? I mean, listen, I'm glad people can call us for help, but I don't... He hasn't got a computer. She doesn't know how to use a computer. He would have to use her phone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for the loss of your grandma.
Yeah.
Or your mum.
But how's he been phoning? Because she said she's only just come back. Oh, that'd be why the admin's backing up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean...
Anyway.
Ollie said, hello, is that the wipe my arse for me helpline? Come on now. Come on, Ollie.
Be charitable.
Come on,
everyone.
Ollie.
Come on.
She said, Dad's just found out he's got to pay his TV licence, but he doesn't. But he's got to pay Sky. I mean, what a world. What a world. Sometimes I actually, I haven't been as blown away by a call like that for a long time. That's...
Oh, well, look, she got what she wanted.
Well, did she, though? Mark says, could you or Kath look up a phone number for me? I'm a bit busy right now. I'm speechless.
Oh, well. It was still better than Mo's call, wasn't it?
It's significantly better.
God. Not only did we give her the number, we told her how much it would cost. Anyway. People are funny, aren't they?
That was Brexit in that phone call. that was Brexit personified. Calling us. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number.
I'm going to file it next to Do You Drive, Jeff?
There we go. I thought it was a wind-up to start with. A mother... Switchboard is empty, by the way. So now's a great time to call if you want us to do any admin for you. A mother has been left mortified after accidentally sending pictures of her sunburnt bottom
I saw this one.
to carpet fitters when requesting a quote. Danielle Kane, 31, from Wigan. Greater Manchester.
No.
Hey? Greater Manchester. Initially shared the cheeky photo with her new beau through Facebook Messenger. But soon after hitting send, she realised she'd sent the image to flooring shop Carpets at Home.
Could they see a carpet?
We'll have a look in a minute. After inquiring about their prices. When I was asked to send a picture of my halls, stairs and landing, I've clicked that as well. I realised instantly that I'd sent that picture when they all came up on my screen. I looked and messaged them, oh my God, I didn't mean to send that. I'm so sorry. I've burned my bum on a sunbed.
That's just my hole and my stairs. You're not seeing my landing.
What? Oh my God. What makes it worse is those pictures that I sent in was of my stairs and landing before I decorated, and it looks so scruffy. Now, is that a euphemism? It's all over the internet now, and everyone's going to be thinking, what a scrubber. I don't know if I could use the company now because they've all seen my bum. Oh, you've got to use the company.
They should give her a discount.
She quickly followed her X-rated mistake with a flurry of apology. They should do it just for the carpet, do it labour-free, because, great PR for them. She quickly followed her X-rated mistake with a flurry of apologetic messages to the company page, which the social media manager assured her she would delete. Ms. Kane, who lives with her children, son Ellis, Major... Oh, is that her name? Major. Why would they say Major? Okay, Ellis, 12, and Alfie, 8, explained she'd been on sunbeds tanning her backside when she burnt it.
She...
Burnt.
She...
Burned.
She has burnt. She burned it.
Okay. And told her partner about the singe of her minge, who then asked to send photos. She said, I went on the sunbed for 12 minutes, 2 days before I sent that picture to them. I go on them regularly, but I usually cover my bum up. I had a square on my bum where I'd been covering it up. I wanted to get rid of it, so I went on with nothing on. I realised I burned my bum when I tried to get into the bath later on, and it was stinging. She said, adding she had to use her son's eczema cream to smooth the burn.
We're getting a lot of detail that we didn't need. How has this story got out? Because I'm pretty sure the carpet company didn't publicise it. So has she put it on Facebook? Or
she took to Facebook to post.
Yeah, there we go.
To shared hilarious blunder, which has since gone viral.
Right.
In her post, she warned, I've messaged a company for a price on my carpet on my stairs and landing. He asked me to send pics. I'm absolutely mortified. Make sure you check what you click. Ms. Kane wrote in the exchange with the carpet fitters, hiya, the stairs and landing for £99. Does that include underlaying grips? Ashley from Carpets at Home replied, hi Danielle, our from £99 is based on a small stairs and landing in our budget carpet, including fitting, but not including underlaying gripper. If you could send me a picture of your stairs and landing, we can give you an idea of price for the size required. Thanks, Ashley. It was then the mother of two realised she had sent the embarrassing image, to which she replied, OMG, 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 WTF, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean click on that last pic. I've burnt my arse on the sunbed. FFS, I'm sorry, I'm dying. Despite...
Blimey.
Okay. Despite the company receiving the unexpected photo, Carpet at Home social media manager Ashley, who replied, kept professional and assured her it wasn't a problem. Ashley wrote, "Don't worry about it. Luckily, I'm a girl, so I can make sure the lads don't see the pictures. Based on the picture, for our budget, carpet, including underlay and fitting, would be from £160. This includes gripper, or without underlay, would be more around £125. Danny wrote, now this is weird. Danielle wrote, thank God for that. Ha 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 ha. I'm absolutely mortified. That's brill. Would you recommend underlay? I want to see the arse. Carpets at Home replied, don't worry about it. Underlay gives you a better feel underfoot on the carpet and will make the carpet last longer. Ashley then said, it's funny some of the stuff you see within the flooring trade. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it cracks me up. Right, well, can we see? I want to see the arse. Where is it? Oh, they put a tiny picture. Oh, okay, you can't really see. Well, that's a nice story. Let's give
I love it when people are so mortified they then tell everyone on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what am I like?
Mo, second chance.
You're right, man. This chance will be better anyway.
It will be. Just don't be rude. Just don't come on and be rude.
No, I won't. But
you did last time.
One time before.
I'm sorry then. Iain, I know you're like sort of close to the ITV producers. So I was wondering, do you know, like, why didn't you guys got kicked out of Love Island?
Yes, I do, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I know exactly why I got kicked out. Yeah.
Do you know why? Why Sheriff got kicked out?
Yeah, I do know. The black guy. Is the black guy? Is he the only black guy in there? I think he. Yeah, I know why I got kicked out.
Could you please tell us?
I'm not really allowed to. I'm not. All right, I'm not allowed to, but I'm going to give you a clue. Okay?
What is it? Yeah, go on. I feel it's a prank. Oh my days, that's not true, Ian. Is it true?
Why are you going to ask me if you're not going to believe me?
Because I felt that was a rumour. I mean...
So you've heard it before, yeah?
Is this reliable sources that you're listening to, or are you just listening to...
As you say, I'm very close to the producers at ITV.
So you saw the...
Sometimes you got to go. Sometimes you nature calls and you got to do something. I didn't when I was in the jungle. This guy did it on the Love Island. He just got too horny, and he had to release it. Otherwise, his balls were going to explode.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is not just a smearing campaign?
I don't know what he did with it afterwards. I cannot.
Mosif!
I can't. Well, just when you say, I don't know. What I think there was a sock, but I don't know. That may have. I don't know.
Too much
he did.
detail.
Yeah.
Ian, I feel like you're just winding me up, aren't you?
Okay.
I asked you for what I want, but you didn't give it to me. Really, like, are you winding me up?
Oh.
Well, if I say
he asked you for what he wanted, and did you give it to him?
It's a smear campaign. Listen, I've told you. You don't believe me. What am I supposed to do?
Because, like, I read, like, somebody on Twitter, and he said that wasn't true.
Okay.
Somebody on Twitter.
No, it was a big Twitter account.
What do you mean?
It was, like, he had a big following. And
right.
They don't...
Okay.
I've got... How many following did he have?
I don't know, like, a lot.
About 15.
10,000?
Yeah, more than that.
20,000. Yeah! Woo, woo, yeah, yeah, yeah! Oh, yeah, oh! Just wanna move.
Ian, just set up like an adult conversation, please.
You know this song, Mo? This is a great... Do you know this one? He's gone. Mo, 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 there's no smearing. Mo, 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 there's no smearing. I nearly went very, very rude there, but
well done. This is progress,
learning,
right?
aren't I? I'm learning, gradually learning. What's a? Oh, let's start the next hour.
Gradually learning.
By? Think now, I'm gradually learning. By the Rocking Birds, who were supposed to come in on the show, and we never got round to it, and I don't know why. And then My Life Story were going to come in, and then we cancelled because I think I was off. No, I cancelled and they cancelled. And then now they're saying, can we go through the PR people? Can we go through the PR people? Yeah, we can, but it always... Just come on the show, guys. Just come on the goddamn show, guys. Find out loud. Hey, Google, play Talk Radio. Hey, Siri, play Talk Radio. Hey, Alexa, play Talk Radio. Just gets a bit more of the online activity going, makes us more popular.
Wouldn't they have to be listening to Talk Radio?
Yeah, but then the thing kicks in. Double listeners. Yeah, it's like mayhem. I used to have. I need to buy a new watch. Oh man, I need to buy a new iron. Do that in a minute. I had a watch when I was 24. That 23, 24, that you could remote control for TVs. Oh. And it had like a universal setting that would work on maybe like 20% of TVs. And then you had to go through, then you had like a little book and it would have 100 different settings for different models, makes and models. So you'd have to, but what I would do is when I was steaming drunk, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be outside Rumbelows, I'd turn all the TVs up, maximum volume, all of the TVs. So imagine walking into that. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Cacophony.
It was like TV rental place. You know Rumbelows, yeah? I don't think they did coffee. And you go in and it would just be mayhem. I would do that to Rumbelows, Dixon's, Curry's, and just those 3 outlets. What you got?
What about Comet?
Wouldn't touch Comet.
Tandy?
Would not touch Tandy.
All right.
Would not touch Tandy.
Armed robber holds up 2 banks with a ripe avocado.
Oh, what's a ripe avocado?
Holy guacamole, this guy's got stones. Right, here's the thing, right? This is the New York Post.
Yeah.
And they don't half put some welly behind their weird and wacky stories, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. A 47-year-old man in Beersheba, the largest city in Israel's Negev desert, has been arrested for aggravated robbery after stealing nearly 30,000 Israeli shekels, about $8,300 US.
Shekels?
Yeah.
Is he gone back in time to the Middle Ages days?
That's what they still use.
Where?
In Israel.
I've been to Israel. I didn't use shekels.
Okay, well, they did.
I used a credit card.
He stole it from 2 banks in the region. His weapon of choice, an avocado. The Times of Israel reports that a man entered the postal bank at the Big Beersheba shopping mall last month.
Been there.
And gave the teller a scrawled note demanding all the cash at the counter. Hand over the money in the drawer, read the note, which was written in Hebrew and misspelled drawer. Good detail.
Well, drawer is a tough word to spell in English. Because it's drawer.
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 That's what I'm saying, drawer. D-R-A-W-E-R, drawer.
The cashier reports...
Drawer. You spell it.
You sign drawer.
All right, Mr. Tumble.
The cashier...
I went off Mr. Tumble when I saw him smoking cigarettes once.
Oh.
On TV.
You sign smelly. The cashier reportedly hesitated, to which the man said, "Put the money in the bag quickly or I'll throw this grenade."
Oh.
The grenade he threatened to detonate was in fact a whole avocado painted black. Oh, so detail.
Oh, that's clever.
The stunt...
That's actually clever.
...scored him over 16,000 NIS, which is $4,450 cash. 5 days later, the man walked into another postal bank branch, this time at the Orange Centre shopping plaza, also in Beersheba, using the same tactic. This time he pilfered another 12,000 NIS. That's $3,300.
Okay, this guy's going for the big time.
Security cameras spotted the man wearing hats, sunglasses, and even an eye patch in an attempt to disguise himself.
Dr. Hook.
Can you imagine? Using cell phone location records, police were able to track the crafty bandit, who'd already served 3 years in prison for a previous robbery with a banana. No, I made that up. What became of the weaponised avocado, now a hot commodity stateside, is unknown. Oh, they've got an avocado shortage in the States. I feel for those guys.
Yeah. There's a big problem with that. In Australia as well. People getting called out for it. Let me just message Dennis from Dr. Hook, because I messaged him the other day and he didn't reply. I'm worried about him. I'm worried that he's ill. He is ill, and I'm worried at how ill he is. Hey, man, how are you doing? Did you finish that story?
Yeah, the end.
Okay, shall we take a break?
Yeah, break.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
Okay, so Harrison, who we all did jingles for yesterday, the nice guy, has done a remix of something. I've not heard this. It could be lousy, could be great. Let's have a little listen. I'm Iain Lee. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
That's right. And guess what you got?
Ask me the question then.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Not really.
Okay, let's take that. Hello, line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes.
Thanks very much. Hello, line 2. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes, I do.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
I don't know.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Thank you. Line 1 says, do you remember Touch the Truck?
No, sorry.
Thank you. Let's go to line 1. Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No, I don't remember.
Thank you. Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes.
Thanks very much. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes.
Jeff, do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
I don't know.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Great calls. Ask me the question then.
Do you remember Touch the Truck? The Truck. Okay, let's take that. Hello, line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Touch. Yes.
The Truck. Hello, line 2. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Touch the Truck.
No.
Touch the Truck.
No.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes, I do.
Touch the Truck.
No.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
I don't know.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Thank you. Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No, sorry.
Thank you. Let's go to line 1. Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No, I don't remember.
Thank you.
Ask me the question then.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Not really.
Okay, let's take that. Hello, line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes.
Thanks very much. Hello, line 2. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Do you remember Touch the Truck?
Yes, I do.
Touch the Truck?
No.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
I don't know.
Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No.
Thank you. Line 1. Do you remember Touch the Truck?
No. I do remember Touch the Truck.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your call. Oh, that was good.
Oh, that's my new earworm.
Oh, mate, let's retweet that. This is a very good. Thank you, Harrison. What a talent. What an absolute scumbag of a talent bag that guy is. That's great. Thank you, man. I'm guessing it took a lot. What? Maybe he did it in 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe you just put it into a computer these days and press return and it does it. I don't know. It felt like it took a lot of effort, but
that's what counts.
I've got literally no idea. What is this? What is this? Justin Bieber's asked Tom Cruise for a fight.
Yeah, on Twitter. Which is one of them things.
I then saw Bob Mortimer tweet, "Out on the deck, me and Vic challenge you to a fight around the back of Waitrose," or something like that. Well, I don't quite. I mean.
Bieber's got a new single out, hasn't he, with Ed Sheeran?
Right. It's quite nice, that song.
Yeah, I quite like it.
Justin Bieber has ended up in many celebrity spats. Spats are the things you put on shoes to make them look different.
Yeah, like a shoe shirt.
It's a shoe shirt. Mm-hmm. I always thought the shoes were built like that, but you put spats on. Mm-hmm. That's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah.
You're probably young enough to remember the TV programme Spats.
Spats, yeah.
That was awful, wasn't it?
That had like a woman in it who I think was pretending to be American.
No, she was American.
Was she real?
Wasn't she in Brookside as an American?
I can't remember.
Wasn't she?
I know that.
Or maybe she was pretending. It had the guy in it who ended up in the thing. Who ended up in My Parents Are Aliens, and also I think, and also was in
John Barrowman in it.
Possibly, I don't know. 0344 499 1000. But he was also in that thing with Jack D that was a rip-off of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but still quite enjoyable. Lead Balloon.
Right.
I think. Maybe she wasn't American. She had nice eyes. And she had the eyes of like a killer.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, there was something of the Samantha Janus about her, if I remember rightly. Quite a large mouth.
Yeah. I would like to know who she is and if she was American.
Yeah.
Could you research that?
Okay, would you mind if I Googled that now? Because I know sometimes you find it offensive when I Google.
No, what I find... No. What disappoints me...
You don't like me to Google in public. You don't like me ramming my Google down your throat. You're offended by my Google? You don't think women should Google?
You tell me when you're done.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather I ask Jeeves? Do I bing it?
Tell me when you've... I think you've run out, but you're trying to squeeze at least 2 more out, so I'm going to let you have those. Go on.
Just asking.
The thing that disappoints me is when you Google...
Don't believe you.
You're worse than that James idiot. The thing that disappoints me is when I tell you a fact and then you have to Google it, and 100% of the time you come back and go, "No, yeah, you were right. No, yeah, you were right." So, yeah, could you Google some information that I don't know, please? Because I want to learn.
She's Canadian.
So, yeah,
Jennifer Calvert.
she's American.
Jennifer Calvert.
She's American.
Well, no, she's Canadian.
I think you find she's American, Catherine.
No.
Oh, sorry, is Canada not in North America?
Yes.
Oh!
She may be North American, but she ain't American.
She's taking it over. Yeah.
I dare you.
Start of the summer. Oh, yeah. She was taking me over. Oh, yeah. It was the start of the summer.
Okay.
She's North American woman.
Yeah, but she's not American.
And she's North American.
As is generally understood by that.
She's an American. She's an American woman.
Shush.
No. Is she or is she not?
She's
from North America.
She's from North America.
So she's
not American.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Canadian woman.
American woman. She's American. She's an American woman. No, she's American. She's from North
If
America.
you're a Canadian, call me now. Are you an American? 0344 499 1000.
American woman, gonna mess your mind.
Have you got one called Canadian woman?
No, because that would be...
Because you don't know there's a difference.
Gonna mess your mind.
Mess your mind. Gonna mess your mind.
Isn't there a song called American Lady by Kiss? Here we go. This is the closest thing. Here we go. Wow! Here we go. Here it comes.
Stop that.
Wow! Here we go. Watch me. Boom, bow. Wow.
The lady's looking for another man.
Yeah, baby.
I never worry.
Woo-hoo.
There ain't a need for me to take no stand. I got my reasons. The things I do are better left unsaid.
Yeah. I'm into pleasing.
I do my talking with my hands instead. 'Cause I can make some time.
It goes on for a bit, actually, and it's called American Man as well, so it's irrelevant.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, did we finish there? I think we finished there. Did we finish there? Kathy?
Sorry?
Kathy?
Are you talking to me?
Kathy?
Are you talking to me?
I don't see anybody else here. Do you see
Well,
anybody
must
else
be
here?
talking to me.
Yeah, Kathy. Kathy, come home. Kathy, please come home. Kathy. What was that? That was a play, wasn't it? Kathy, please come home. We miss you.
Stop it.
Kathy. What was she? Just a homeless drug user?
Don't know.
Kathy,
It's
please come home.
It's one of those references I get quite a lot as a Catherine.
Kathy.
Not a Kathy.
Kathy, come home.
But I don't know about it.
Kathy.
Just nod and smile. Serenely.
I think it was a black and white film from 1966. I'm going to say, you can Google this because you can prove me right. Black and white film, 1966, about a young woman who left home and became a homeless drug user.
Back?
No, she didn't want to come back.
No, they wanted her to.
Kathy, come home, love, please. I beg you. I'm begging of you so much. Come home, Kathy. Please, come home.
It's a Ken Loach.
Ken Loach. It's a Ken Loach joint.
A what?
A Ken Loach joint.
Sorry, no.
It's like Spike Lee's, doesn't it? It's always a Spike Lee's joint. And now this is a Ken Loach joint. Kathy, please come home, love.
I don't understand your reference.
Justin Bieber has ended... Spike Lee's, the movie director.
Yeah.
All his films are called a Spike Lee's joint.
Are they? Let me just Google that.
Justin Bieber has ended up in many celebrity spats. Oh, that's how we got there, right. Okay, right.
He's a Canadian.
He's American?
No.
Well, does he live in... Is he from North America?
He's in Canada.
No, he doesn't actually live in Canada.
He's in America now,
Thank you.
yeah.
But he's a North American.
Well, he's a North American, sure.
Exactly, so he's
But
an
he's
American.
not an American. That's like saying...
in that case... Oh, no, in that case, I can play this. This is for Justin Bieber. All-American man. 6 foot. 6 foot hot blood All-American. 6 foot. Is he tiny then, is he? 6 foot hot blood All-American man. He has challenged... God, this story's boring. I'm going to do it, though. I'm determined to finish this story.
Please, end it.
I want to finish off Justin Bieber.
Oh.
He has challenged Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise to a UFC-style scrap. The Ultimate Fighting Championship is the largest mixed martial arts organization in the world. So he's not messing about. The pop star made the call on Twitter, but gave no reason why. Biebs tweeted, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared. You'll never live it down. Who's willing to put on the fight?" This is the thing Ollie was just saying on Twitter. It's a very simple rule. Don't do dares. Oh, you're chicken, are you? No, I'm just not in the same universe that you're existing in.
I'm not 12.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to do the dare. I'm not chicken. I'm just going to go home.
Also, the fact that you're involving this in a dare scenario suggests it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would be an invitation.
Yeah, exactly. I know plenty of people who wouldn't mind giving Justin a smack, but Tom is yet to reply. That's stupid.
Actually, newsflash.
Yeah.
A Biebs flash.
Oh.
He does actually live in Canada now. Bought a place near Paul's in-laws.
Whose?
Paul's.
Who's Paul's?
Paul of the Twitter. A bloke off Twitter is claiming this.
Oh, well.
Let's see how many followers he's got.
I feel that the last 20 minutes of the show have sucked.
681.
Sucked. 681 what?
Followers he's got.
Okay.
So do we believe him?
How many people do you follow?
Not many.
Tell me. 300? Unfollow all of them now.
Why?
Free yourself.
No.
I'll unfollow everyone I follow.
295.
Unfollow.
Why?
Unfollow everyone. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. Be at one with...
Then I'm not on Twitter.
Well, there you are. Then you're just talking. People were listening. You can reintroduce people. Never have more than 40 people you're following.
It's your rule.
It's the rule for the best life.
Okay.
It's the best. It's the best life. You've got to do these things. Just do it.
No.
Unfollow.
No.
You know, how many of those people are knobs?
None.
You've told me there are people you follow you don't like.
Oh, no. I don't follow anyone that I think is a knob. There are people that follow me that I think are knobs.
Right. Okay. But so go through your followers. How many blue ticks are you following? How many blue ticks are following you?
I don't.
Look, see how many blue ticks are following you.
Why?
Because it's exciting. Go on, let's do it. Let's both do it. So you go to
this
your...
is like getting your...
followers, and then you click on... well, how many verified followers have you got?
How do I find that out?
Click on followers, and it will say all followers, then number of verified followers.
I can't see how you do that.
Oh, mate, you haven't got any verified followers?
I have.
Well, it would appear that you haven't.
I have, though.
Or maybe you can't. Maybe you can't if you haven't got a blue tick, mate.
No.
Well,
It's a white tick, actually, on a blue background.
I've got 868 important people follow me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through them a bit. And we'll go through them in a bit and we'll talk about them. Let me find a really famous one, first of all. Oh, the guy that founded JML Direct follows me.
Good.
So...
Does he give you moral support and spiritual succour?
Shane Ritchie follows me.
Same question.
Stan and Ollie follow me. Laurel and Hardy follow me.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It won't be actual then.
Matt Goss follows me.
Yeah.
No, we're late for the news, but this Jasmine Birtles follows me. Lauren Laverne follows me. Now we're talking. She's a talent. Susan Hendricks follows me. She hosts Weekend Express in America.
How many people is she following?
I can't see that from it. Daisy Lewis follows me. These are great people. Joe Wilkinson follows me. These are great people. I'm in great community. Great. Samantha Brick follows me. Remember Samantha Brick? She follows me. Riz Lateef follows me. Pride of Britain follows me. Yes, lad!
It's just a matter of time.
This, dear listener, is the greatest day of my life. You're listening to Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Sunday morning, turning on my deck again. Bobby Gentry whispering in my ear again. Whenever the sun comes breaking across my room again, I'll think of you. Your eyes, the sky blue, and I think now I'm gradually learning. I think now I'm gradually learning every day. Well, I couldn't think and I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk and I could not crawl. Anything at all. I couldn't focus on a flat white wall, but now I see so clearly everything I missed before. Now I've got you to see the world through, and I think now gradually learning every day. I think now I'm gradually learning every day. Thanks to you. 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 Better than ever. Being late is 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 better than ever. I'm here forever and ever, and I think now gradually learning every day. I think now gradually
0344 499 1000. Gotta love a little bit of the Rocking Birds. They would have been... I saw them at the Old Trout in Windsor. They were from Camden, and they stuck out like a sore thumb because they were doing country music when no one was doing country music, and me and my friends were quite into country music, and they had quite a bit of success. They got on the pops, and they were on Heavenly Records, which is owned by the guy we met at the screening of Slade in Flame, the partner of...
Sarah Cracknell
from St Etienne, and which is the same label, I believe, Right Said Fred were on. And if I got this right, the Rocking Birds... okay, this one we're going to need to Google, but the Rocking Birds, St Etienne, and two more bands released an EP covering Right Said Fred songs. I'm pretty sure this is niche. I'm pretty sure, because I think I had it. The Rocking Birds were definitely on it. That's why I bought it. I think St Etienne were on it, and it was... Go on.
The Fred EP.
Yeah. Who else was... Who was on it?
Let me see. It says...
Because Right Said Fred were huge, man. Here's the thing. They were huge. For 20 minutes, they were the biggest band in the country.
St Etienne did I'm Too Sexy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't remember it being very good.
Don't Talk, Just Kiss by Flowered Up.
Flowered Up!
And
Whoa!
Deeply Dippy by the Rocking Birds.
I'm Too Sexy. Wow. Okay, just Flowered Up were never also ran. Here we go. I don't remember it being very good. So this is St Etienne doing I'm Too Sexy. I didn't like all of that kind of...
You don't like a big donk?
No. What? I don't...
Sexy for my...
No, I don't like that. What did they do, Deeply Dippy?
The Rocking Birds did Deeply Dippy.
Let's have a... Rocking Birds, where's the Rocking Birds? Oh, they're on top of the pops doing it. Here we go.
Deeply dippy about the curves you got.
It's a great song.
Deeply hot for the curves you got. Deeply dippy about the fun we had.
Well, this is good, actually.
Mad for the fun we had. Oh, my love.
Wow.
It's good.
I can't make head nor tail of passion. Oh, my love.
This is incredible.
Let's set sail.
This slipped through the cracks. I had this.
Deeply about the way you walk. Contact sport. Let the neighbors go. Deeply dippy, I'm Superman. And I'll explain. You're my lowest flame. Oh, my love.
All right, we'll play that. We might play. Maybe we'll kick off the show with that tonight. That's good. That's good shiz, man. We'll take calls straight to air, Amy. Chill out, relax. We'll take calls straight to air. It's gone a bit quiet, so I'm happy if you want to call up 0344 499 1000. We'll do calls straight to air. We're relying on that a little bit too much recently, but we'll do it for tonight, and then we're not going to do it for a while because I've been relying on that a little bit too much. Catherine, what do you...
Should we crack Chat Is Fate open?
Yes,
It's
explain
after
what
midnight.
it is to the boys and girls.
This was my Christmas present from Iain this year.
I give great
It
present.
was a subscription to the nation's first for paranormal news, Chat Is Fate.
Yeah.
It's part of the Chat franchise. Chat, real life mags, amazing stories, so much more. I get these in the post. They cover it up as if it's a porno. So I never know what the front page is until I take my address slip out, I'm about to do, and we will see what we've got this month.
This is exciting, man. This is...
I say this month. This is for
exciting.
July. We're always a few months ahead. Chat. Oh, this is a good one.
Go on, what we got?
The best psychic advice ignited at a secret fire festival. Everlasting love. How I know my husband was happy inside his coffin.
Okay.
Abducted by aliens so I can save the human race.
Of course.
A Lifetime of Pain is the subtitle for that. Tarot cards predicted my heartache, but also my calling. My battle with the Lord of the Flies and his demon dog.
Yep.
And forget your soulmate and find a twin flame. It's all in.
It's very,
this month's
very
Chattered Fate.
spooky.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
Do you want to know about the husband in the coffin?
Yes,
or are
I
we
do. How does she know he was happy in his coffin?
All right, well, here we go. Well, let's find out more. This is the story of Laura Leyland.
Hang on a second. This
33 from Ballygowan, Northern Ireland.
Line 1, are you a fan of ghosts and spooky stuff? Hello, line 1. That's you. If you can hear my voice, I'm talking to you. So... What the... What did he say?
He said a swear.
What a pleasant man! What? I tell you what, because I got someone on Twitter, Christina is saying, I'm calling in. I'm calling you. But you're not coming up on my screen, Christina. So I assumed that was you. First time she's called, I assumed...
That didn't sound like Christina.
That didn't sound like a Christina. And pictures of, the sprightly young woman. But maybe she's lived.
Yeah.
Maybe she's lived. Maybe she's had tough times.
Someone's having a grumpy day.
Maybe that's tough times.
That was a right old grumple puss, wasn't it? Someone's a little bit overtired, I think.
Do you still get,
Oh.
I've still got this. I've still got like the end of this stomach bug. Still got the end of this bug. Do people still get like dirty phone calls? You don't get nuisance.
Heavy breather.
I mean, I guess a nuisance phone call now is those automated. Hello, I believe you've been in an accident. Can we help you? And then you speak to them, and they go, "Oh well, sorry to disturb you. Goodbye." Have you had those?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I've had them about 4 or 5 times, and it's a recorded message. First one, I fell for it.
I don't tend to answer the phone if I don't recognise the number.
Well, you're missing out on a lot of fun. The first time I spoke to them, I said, "I don't think I've been in a car crash," and she went, "Oh well, sorry to have bothered you. Thank you."
So are they listening, or
No.
is it just a standard thing? Do you know what they're doing then? They're just checking to see if that phone number works.
Why?
So then they can add it to the list.
Well, then why don't they just ring it? Why don't they just ring it? And then I've had it like 3 or 4 times, the same thing, where I've just said nothing, and she's gone, "Oh well, sorry to disturb you. Goodbye." What is that? So I guess that's the nuisance phone call now, but back in the day... I suppose there are more... Because it would be men masturbating, wouldn't it?
There are more outlets for such
there
things.
There are more outlets for such things. Now, are you going to swear, Grumpy Bum? Are you going to swear, 9259? Are you? You're going to hang up? 9259.
Was he coughing or crying then?
I don't know. That's a strange one. Amy's looking scared. I'm feeling uncomfortable, if I'm honest. Feel a little tingle in the dingle. A little rumble in the jungle. I might get rid of my jungle again. Sorry, that was thinking out loud. You didn't need to know that. Got to buy an iron tomorrow as well, but that's completely...
Don't mix those two up.
Completely unrelated. All right, we're going to find out about this coffin in a second. A call straight to air, 0344 499 1000. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. I want to speak to that grumpy guy.
I find him intriguing.
Right. So her husband was stiff in a coffin.
No, he's still alive at the beginning of this.
Okay. Well, it's a sad story then.
Okay.
So spoiler alert, a man is going to die.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I still don't know why, if people are dying all the time, why don't you just see people like walking down the street and then just collapse and die? Why don't you see that? You would think you would. People are dying all the time. Like someone's dying now.
I think it's because we live in an overly medicated world, and maybe back in the olden days, the olden days,
yeah,
you would have seen people falling over dead.
Okay.
But nowadays, you've got people who are on medication.
I I would like to see more people dying.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mean it. No, I do mean it, yeah. Go on, let's have this.
My hubby Stephen was a man in a million. Thus speaks Laura Leyland, 33, from Ballygowan, Northern Ireland.
So he was nothing special then?
He was a man in a million.
So nothing special?
He was a man in a million. That's man maths.
What theme tune is this? Here I go again. I hear the sound saying no again. Da, 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 da. Taking a chance on love.
Oh.
What was that? That's a good one.
Is it, do it again?
Here, let's play it. Here we go. I think this should be, here we go.
I hear the trumpets blow again, all aglow again, taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take that ride again, starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love.
It was a really, really boring programme.
Oh, yeah.
I never got past the theme tune, actually, because the theme tune was so boring, it made me want to rip my ears out.
What was it?
Here we go. Taking a chance on love.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, madam. Oh, yes, so it is. Good afternoon. And I've arranged to meet my cousin here.
That's Brenda Blethyn, the brilliant Brenda
Is it?
Blethyn. Yeah.
I thought it was Betty.
Chance in a Million with Simon Callow. Simon Callow, the tale of Edwin Drood. Simon Callow. You know Simon Callow?
Yeah, I do. I saw him in York once when I was a child. I think he was the first famous person I ever saw.
You saw him in York? I don't know that play.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actual York.
Thank you.
My hobby was Stephen was a man in a million. Grappling with the self-assembly cot bed. Can I have some, like, atmospheric music or something?
The self-assembly cock bed?
Cot bed.
Okay. Sure, let me just type in atmospheric music. Let's see what we get.
Needs to be appropriate. This is going to be tragic and yet uplifting.
Here we go. This is it. As an advert. Excuse me. I was watching QVC Christmas today.
I think that thing is strangely addictive.
Yeah, I watched it for an hour. QVC Christmas.
Last time we went on holiday, last year, when we went away to Yorkshire to a caravan, and it was chucking it down the whole time. We had QVC on one night, and I did buy a number of items.
Butt plugs.
No.
I sent them an email about my mum dying, but the last treasure she made was one of those Christmas cards, but they didn't read it out. No, here we go. Oh, here you go.
Oh.
It's not bad, is it?
No. Grappling with the self-assembly cot bed, my hubby Stephen...
Cock bed?
Cot bed. Hubby, though. Can we stop saying hubby? It makes me want to gouge my face off and eat it, and then sick it up, and then bury it, and then burn it. Please, no more. My hubby, Stephen, furrowed his brow in concentration. Need a hand, darling? I asked.
Hang on, Francis has just defeated me with logic. Iain, you said people are dying all the time. Well, people are being born all the time.
Why don't we see that?
Just dropping them in the street. You're right, Francis, you got me there. Thank you, I appreciate that. I like being schooled.
Yeah.
I like being schooled. Yes?
No, I can do it, he muttered. He wasn't the best at DIY, but I could tell he was determined.
What was he doing, fixing an aerial on a roof?
Cot bed.
Cock bed.
Cot bed.
I don't know what cock bed is.
He wasn't the best at DIY, but I could tell he was determined to plough on, even if it took him the whole day. Stephen loved our 3-storey old townhouse. He adored houses with history and character and spent ages painting the nursery a gorgeous sunny yellow.
Yeah.
My hubby...
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
All right.
You don't have to say it.
Was born to be a daddy. He had the terrible jokes, the cringy dance moves, and he absolutely doted on our 3 kids. He called our Harry, our eldest, his mini-me. When Harry was born in 2015, weighing 10 pounds, the resemblance to his daddy was uncanny. A carbon copy. That must have been a very difficult labour.
We're going to take a pause. don't think he was 6 foot tall.
Well, he's not a carbon copy then, is he?
Oh, for crying out loud.
That's a reduction.
We are, okay, miniaturisation.
Yeah.
Like a 3D printer.
Did he need a shave?
Let's go to, now is this Christina?
It is. Hello.
Are you on speakerphone?
No, oh my God, I'm not.
Jeez, I cannot believe it! You are on speakerphone, I can hear it!
Ian, I'm not on speakerphone. I'm in my lounge, I'm on my own.
That is not handheld quality.
Put the phone next to your face, please.
It is. Oh my gosh, please don't do this.
Christina, I don't want to do this, but I am compelled to do this.
Have you got headphones in or something? Because you're not speaking into the hole.
No, I am. I've just got a shit phone.
All right then. All right.
This is bullshine.
I don't. All right. We're going to let it go this once. Christina, I'm glad you managed to summon up the courage to phone me. It's nice to talk to you. What can we do for you this evening? Hello? What? Christina!
No, I'm here.
I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Hear me now?
Hear me now? Just.
I'm so sorry, I've just got a shit phone.
All right, stop saying shit phone.
Everyone stop saying shit.
We don't want any more shit. Now, what can we do for you this evening?
I just wanted to give you a call and speak to you, because I'm a big fan.
Okay.
Love you lot.
Thank you.
Sweet out things to you, and I like the way you said earlier about mental health issues, and
Yep.
yes, I do. So, thumbs up. Okay, yeah, something you can do for me. I've got a comedy showcase coming up on Sunday.
Yeah?
So, can you give me any tips?
Be funny. That's it. Be funny. When you say a comedy showcase, what does that mean? What are you doing?
I've been on a comedy course the last 5 weeks.
Oh, who was taking it?
It's somewhere in Brixton. It's the comedy school.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've written my whole set. I just need to memorise it. And
How long you doing?
it's only 5 minutes.
Okay, all right, 5 minutes. It will seem like ages, and then it will also, conversely, it will go in a second. But yeah, just get through it. Just get through it. All you got to do is get through the first one. Get through the first one, savour it. Feel what the microphone feels like in your hand, the smell of the room, the light shining in your eyes so you can't quite see as well as you thought you might, what people look like. Just take it all in. Take it all in. Absorb it. Don't matter if you're funny. Don't matter if you're funny for the first one. I'm sure you'll be great and people will laugh. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is get through it and decide whether you like it or not.
Well, yeah, the most important thing for me was I went there because I've got bipolar. I just went for my costume.
Are you sure you're not on speakerphone? No phone could be this. Can you look? Because we had the TV licence lady.
I would not pull you up until I won't pull you up.
Honestly, because I know you're recording this, which is great. When you listen back, you're going to go, "Oh, I think I was actually on speakerphone."
No, because Jamie, my partner, has filmed it it's taken the whole journey with me from the first day of my course to now.
Yeah. Okay. Journey, you say? Yeah. Where are you doing it? You're doing it in Brixton?
No, I'm doing it at Lee Hurst Comedy Club.
The what?
Lee Hurst Comedy Club?
Oh, is that the stand? No, not the stand. That's the backyard. Backyard.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's nice. You've been there, Kath. That's a great venue. You'll have fun. Enjoy it.
What are you doing on Sunday?
I'm not coming to your show. No, Sunday I've got my kids, and I'm guessing your humour is going to be a little bit blue. It's going to be inappropriate for 7 and 9 year olds. And also, can I be honest? Don't take this personally. I don't like going to stand-up shows anymore. I did so many of them in my 20s. I went to so many in my 20s that I kind of lost. I don't really like stand-up as a thing. I kind of lost my passion for it. I used to love it. I used to obsess over it. And I just sort of, I lost my passion for it.
Well, Ian, I don't think I'm up to stand-up. I just want to be in that kind of world, because I don't think... I'm quite funny in a normal kind of...
Yeah.
Like with your friends or out with people, but actually to get out there and do a whole skit...
Yeah.
I don't really like it. But I've got to do it. And it's given me a lot of confidence. So
this is the thing. I did stand-up for years, and I didn't want to be a stand-up. I just didn't know how else to go and express myself. I didn't know what I could do, so I went and did stand-up, and it taught me a lot. Taught me I didn't want to be a stand-up, and I wasn't a very good stand-up comedian, but it gave me confidence, gave me microphone technique. It taught me how to stand there and when things are going terribly and stand there and not just burst into tears and not just walk off. It taught me that silence is actually really, really powerful. It taught me a load of stuff. Gave me confidence, gave me the confidence to do this job. So it's a great learning tool.
Yeah.
Do it. Give us a call on Monday, hopefully, ideally on a different telephone, and let us know how it goes.
All right. Thank you, my darling.
Best of luck, Christina. You'll be brilliant, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Ta-da, bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was good luck to her, but that was a lousy phone. Hopefully she'll become wealthy enough to buy a new phone. Now, you've never done stand-up, have you? You nearly did it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Catherine?
I toyed with the idea of writing for someone else at one point. And I almost did it, but I was very pregnant by the time the possibility of it happening came up, and so it didn't. I don't think I'd be I don't know.
Here's the thing, you're funny, but I think stand-up is for young people. I think it's apart from, obviously the few exceptions that have gone on and made careers out of it.
I mean, yeah.
I think stand-up is for people in their 20s. I think it's probably slightly patronising, but that's what I feel. And you're not a stand-up. You are a performer, but you're different from a stand-up. Standing there, doing gags, gag.
I think I'm more of a writer. I think I could probably write.
I think you're a performer. But I think that 20-minute set thing, I don't think that's you. I mean, in the rabbit hole, you get most of the big laughs. And because you come out with great lines and your facial expressions and your silly noises, and because you're very, I would say this, if you want to come to one of the shows, Catherine is very flatulent on stage. Ms. Methane is the nickname. But stand-up gave me it taught me a lot. I didn't like it, but it taught me a lot. I can't believe, looking back, 22-year-old me getting trains all over London, all over the country sometimes, turning up to do 5-minute on the open spot, walking in on my own, doing that, and then going home on my own.
There's the thing. By the time I was in a position to be able to do that, I couldn't do that anymore because I was starting to have a family. And, it is trickier for women.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. There are women who've done it. Victoria Wood probably did it.
Yeah. With families.
But it's exceptional. There's a reason why it's mostly young and older blokes.
I think it's different now. I think I know there are significantly more women, certainly than when I was doing it 20 years ago, 22, 23 years ago. There were certainly a lot more women doing it. I mean, there were women doing it when I was doing it, actually. Not as many, but there were. But they didn't get given the same breaks because the patriarchy, it was blokes, white blokes, and
it's happening less and less. But I've spoken to comedians who've said it still happens where you get introduced as a female comic. You're like, well, I'm just a comic.
Yeah.
It's still, they feel like they have to put that addendum to it.
I still want to see you do like a show on your own, but I don't know I can't imagine what that would be. And I know you would be terrified, but I also know it would be brilliant. It's like when I was doing the Kelsey Grammer thing. You could have done that. I mean, I was there because I was in the jungle. I was a name. I was a name. That's why I was there. It just happened that I was actually good. I'm good at interviewing people, but you could have done that. You could have done that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's about being a name. It's about being the right place, the right time.
Yeah.
I went through the kind of traditional academic route to get into broadcasting.
Yeah.
And, people who were passing me by are people who, got on television early.
Yeah.
A lot of it's about if you've been on telly now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think maybe I'm too old now to be an overnight success.
Oh, I think you are, with respect.
Yeah.
But we have a following. I know that you get an audience, 60, 100 people will come and see you do a show that didn't involve me. And I would like to see that show. But I don't know what it is, and I know that you're not particularly keen at the moment at investigating.
I'm not in a position really to put the work in, and I think I would want to make it perfect. And it wouldn't be perfect, and I'd be disappointed with it.
Yeah,
and that's the way
See,
my
I'm
mind
more
works.
of the slapdash kind of. Let's just do it now. Can we do it now? And you're a bit more thoughtful. Do you not find that frustrating then when we do the rabbit hole? We've never talked about this. where I kind of I will jot down like a dozen ideas. I'll just sit there before the show going, right, what are we going to talk about? We'll talk about flying, because we flew in. The hotel room is awful, crappy hotel rooms, and I'll do that. Do you not find that terrifying then?
No, because I've learned to work that way too.
Right.
I don't write things down.
But you prefer scripted?
I don't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
No. But if I was doing it on my own, I would want to prepare
If you're
more.
doing it on your own.
It's different when it's us two, because it's just us riffing.
Yeah.
And I know that you know, we've got the safety net of each other. If it was me, I'd want it to be absolutely bang on.
Here's something I don't get. We were talking about stepmom and stepson porn.
We were talking about it earlier on, yeah.
Stepdad and stepdaughter porn.
What John Ronson refers to is smoke and mirrors incest.
Yeah. Here's another porn genre I don't get. Pregnant women.
Wow, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Pregnant women. There's a fetish for lactation.
Of course there is. If you can think of it,
You can
someone
think of it, someone's
loves
doing
it.
So there's a fetish for lactation, but there is a fetish 8 months pregnant.
Yeah. Well, it's that kind of taboo thing, I guess, isn't it?
What is the taboo?
The taboo is,
'Cause
this
partners
is
still
the
have-
mother, you know, the nurturer. It's that thing of you're supposed to look after her. You're not supposed to be, you know, ruining her. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing of all of a sudden, that's kind of the sacred female.
Right.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Because a
It's
lot of
not
these
because they-
guys
it's
who are
not because-
watching porn, I've got this thing in their head of it's like, you know, virgin slut thing. I don't want my wife to know that I like this, so I watch
It's not
them
because
do
there's a
it.
kid involved.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
Genuinely
think
don't
it
know.
is the taboo, though. I think it is the naughtiness of it and the kind of defiling of something that everyone else kind of thinks is.
I've never.
Sacrosanct.
I'm aware of it. It's one of the few things I've not clicked on, because it's just. Well, I think, you know, pregnant women are beautiful. Right? Beautiful. I think it just feels a little bit. It just feels. It feels significantly.
But the thing is, you know,
bit Jeff.
when you're pregnant, you still. I mean, God. Sometimes it's the hormones surge in the way that means that you're bang up for it.
Yeah.
When you're pregnant.
Oh no, of course. There's no reason you should stop. There are only a handful of reasons why it might not be appropriate to have sex when you're pregnant. You still want to have sex.
Yeah, exactly.
And also,
but sometimes other people find that they're knackered all the time. They don't fancy
and
it.
if the baby's late, you're supposed to have it off to.
Yeah.
I used to be
Hot
worried
curries.
on the set that it would. The baby would come out on the porno set. You know. Hello, caller. You're in the rabbit hole. Not the rabbit hole. You're on Talk Radio. I do apologise.
Careful.
Yeah.
Put my bum in the sun and my bum got burned, and then we can sing it willy bum bum, willy willy bum bum, oh willy bum bum, willy willy bum bum, willy bum bum.
Is that Barry?
What? Silly old willy in the bird of sun, out in the sun with my bird sundone.
Okay, it's Willy Bum Bum. No idea what's going on there. Right, let's carry on with this very.
Oh yeah, this touching yet uplifting story.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second.
Oh. Still going.
It's still going. Okay, right. We'll let them go, I think. Thank you.
So we remember she's had this baby that looks exactly like the dad, which is weird, but they love it. Stephen was a natural father, but it was still a shock when we had our first scan for my second pregnancy in autumn 2016. I think you could be in for a wee surprise here, said the nurse as she moved the scanner across my tummy. What kind of surprise? Asked Stephen anxiously.
It's your husband's coffin in there.
A surprise with the number of babies, continued the nurse. I can see 2 of them. Oh my God. Twins, gasped my husband, bursting into tears and laughing at the same time.
That's what 2 means.
Yeah, he did a quick count up and realised. 2 babies and a toddler. Boy, we were going to have our hands full. But with Stephen by my side, I knew we'd be fine. The twins arrived in June 2017 by C-section, with Penny weighing at 5 pounds 8 ounces and Brody a chunky 7 pounds 8.
When does this get spooky?
Don't know. Even though they were 5 weeks early, blah, 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 doodle, 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 let's go here. Breathing problems. There was just one fly in the ointment. Stephen's asthma was playing up. They put a picture of an inhaler with the subtitle, Asthma, Long-Term Issue.
Oh dear. Don't laugh. Come on.
That's just the way they do it. He'd been asthmatic ever since he was a kid, but always been mild, controlled with blue inhalers, and it never held him back. He suffered with rosacea too, an inflammatory skin condition which affects the face, but otherwise he was fit as a fiddle, regularly playing rugby for a local team, Hollywood Rugby Club, and playing in the park with Harry. That summer, he seemed to be wheezing and puffing away on his inhaler much more often than usual.
Hang on a second, sorry. Jasmine, you weren't libelled on the radio. Jasmine is now claiming she was libelled on the radio. Jasmine, you weren't libelled. You don't understand what libel means. We said you'd made up some bits in the transcripts of the stuff that you did. You'd made up some bits. Call us up, you muppets. Stop being a pudding, sending stroppy emails.
Because we can compare and contrast if you want, but
Yes.
I think it might be a bit embarrassing and uncalled for, really.
So just call us up. Stop claiming you've been libelled, for crying out loud, fruitcake. Sorry, I do apologise.
Do you think you should make a doctor's appointment? I was thinking about it. I couldn't remember last time he'd had a review. Nah, I'll be fine, Bubs. It's nothing.
Can we get to this? Can we just get to
He's
this?
saying it's nothing. You know what's going to happen. This is like the beginning of Casualty.
We're going to find out what happens after this.
Neon lit night talk for torch singers, trolley dollies, and train wrecks like me. Never know just where the conversation will take you.
What I'm going to say sounds ridiculous.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
There we go. It's that slow thing after midnight. We're taking calls straight to air. Let's just quickly take this call before we get back to the story. Hello, line one.
Hello?
Hey, Jasmine!
Hello, Ian.
You haven't been libelled, you absolute prune.
Yeah, but maybe it's a misunderstanding, but I didn't make it up.
Well,
Because
there are bits that are completely different to what was actually said in the transcript you did. We appreciate the work, but there are bits that are hugely, hugely different. So maybe you didn't make it up, maybe you misheard.
Yeah, but I did send the video link, so I didn't make it up.
No, but you had a
maybe I
guess at a bit you weren't sure of, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yes, I know what it is.
So you made it up. You had a guess, you made it up.
No,
You guessed.
I just guessed some words.
You guessed some words. Well, guessing some words is the same as making them up. And it wasn't just words, it was full sentences. You prune.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make it sound better than it was on the script.
You can't make it sound
Didn't make any sense, Jasmine.
Go on.
Okay.
No, listen. Please don't be down. Right, we're really grateful you did it. But this project was supposed to be out at the end of March, and we're now approaching 2020, and it's not out. And it's Catherine, I think, has been fretting over something she didn't actually need to fret about. And we're not angry. We're not. You haven't been libelled. We appreciate your concerns and your email and your tweet, and thank you for phoning up. That's great. But
Yeah, but Ian.
What?
But Ian, I actually felt very bad that you would take scripts out of mine, because I...
Well, they're not accurate, though, so we have to take them out of the book. They're not...
Actually, I've corrected it. And it meant quite a fair few hours extra work for me.
So it's still in it?
Yeah.
Right, well, it's still in it. I thought I would have just taken it out.
Really?
Well, if it wasn't accurate, yes. Yes. We
I
can't...
know, I was speaking to Catherine.
Right, you speak to you, Catherine.
Yeah, really, I had to correct it, and really, it took me quite a long time.
That's not what this was about.
And also, because you did quite a few, I've got to go and check all of them.
Yeah, but are you still in it?
Well, we'll see about the rest. If it gets super complicated, I haven't got time. I've got a full-time job and a family.
I would say keep the one in that you've done.
Yeah.
The others we're just going to take
Yeah,
out.
just the one.
And we're really sorry. We'll send them back to you. You can do what you want with them. We're really grateful that you did that. But this was not supposed to be about Kath spending hours and hours unpaid doing this was supposed to be a quick book that we could get out there to raise, you know, I'm hoping 400 quid for the Samaritans. That's it. That's all it is. It's supposed to be a bit of fun, and it's turned into something that Kath was actually really getting upset and fretting about because she thought that I was angry that she hadn't done it, and I didn't realise that there was so much work that she had to do, and it was kind of causing a little bit of friction between us. Not you weren't causing the friction between us, but all of the problems that we had with some of the transcripts that were wildly inaccurate in places, the formatting that we got someone to do, all of that stuff. So that's the situation. So we're going to keep the one in that Kath has fixed, and the others, yes, I'm afraid we're going to have to take out, and I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say I felt very embarrassed and ashamed when you said this.
Well, the shame is coming from you. The shame isn't coming from us. We didn't do it to shame you. Sorry that you felt that, but the shame is coming from you. Well, Kath felt very pissed off, then she had to spend hours doing it up.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I was just thinking that everyone at home will be laughing at me right now, and that just made me very ashamed and sad.
No one's laughing.
You don't know.
We don't. Oh, Jasmine, I tell you what. Should we make it easier? Let's just take. I don't want to upset you. Let's just take all of your stuff out then, because I don't want to upset you.
Why can't you just leave a part of it in it?
Well, because you seem to be upset by the whole whatever. I'm trying to find a suggestion where you're not upset. You tell me what you tell me what you want.
I would like a part to be in it, and I understand that parts of it might not be
okay.
good,
So the one that you're happy with, the one that Catherine has corrected staying in.
I'll put your name on
and
it.
the others that have not been corrected, we're going to take out.
Yes, at least one of mine will be in it.
Boom. Then that's it. Then we're done. Then we are done, Jasmine. You are in the book.
Yeah, and I will definitely buy the book now for myself and for my family and friends.
Good.
And because
listen,
it makes me very proud.
Good, and you should be proud. But also, I think you should maybe apologise to Kath for causing hours of extra work.
Yes, I'm sorry, Catherine. I didn't really think about it, and I didn't know. And I didn't want it to cause you so much work.
It's all good.
We're all cool, Jasmine. We
listen,
like you.
I know what it's like to listen to a different language and have to write it down. But, you know, it's it can be tricky, and I get it.
We're cool.
Fine.
Listen, we don't want to fall out. We've got a lot of respect for you, Jasmine. That just, you know, when you saying that we libelled you is actually libellous towards us. So I'm joking.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
sorry.
It's kind of a joke. It's a joke. You've not been libelled. It's just this whole thing has been a lot more stressful than it was expected to be.
It's been a lot more complicated than we thought.
And there've been a few problems, and yours were one of the problems. You've done a good thing. We appreciate it. You're in the book. This is it. Can we live in peace and harmony?
Yeah, but I also had an idea how to sell the book better, and which would be TNA book club cards.
Say that again. You are?
How about that?
What is what?
Club cards.
Block cap cards?
Why not?
Block cap cards?
What?
You know, everyone who buys at least 5 books get a special card.
Oh, you're not getting a special card. Get out of here.
We're not starting that again.
You chancer, get out of here. Those membership cards are done. Those membership cards are done.
Another one.
No. There will be
blue.
Not a chance.
Not membership. Book club cards.
Book club cards. Library cards. It's not bad, actually. No. Not a chance, Jasmine, but thank you for trying.
I could design them.
No, don't.
Don't. Jasmine, thank you. I'm glad. Are we friends?
Are we?
Not like real friends, but like radio friends. Are we radio? Were we radio friends?
I'm very fine with the solution, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. Let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello?
That's you?
You good?
Who's asking?
I'm asking.
I'm good.
First time caller. All good. I'm enjoying the show.
Thank you.
Oh, is that good night? Oh, God bless.
That was a bell.
Wow. Am I out of here or am I still on?
You're still on for now.
I thought I'd just give you a bell, say I love the show.
Thank you, man. I love you. I love you, brother.
Been listening for a long time. First time caller. Thought I'd say hello. Oh, another bell.
Yeah, it's the same bell.
Oh, wow. You're good? You're a good laugh?
I'm a good laugh. Kath's getting on my nerves. She's flipping me the bird. She's flipping me the bird, man. Can you believe this?
She's a salt, mate. She's good as gold.
She's a salt. She's good as gold. She's Catherine Boyle, and she's 50 years old.
I am not.
What? So, well, listen. Thanks for calling, man. What are you doing tonight? What's going on in your world? You sound nice and relaxed.
I've just come in. Had a couple of beers. Watched a bit of football.
Good lad.
Eating a couple of chickens, a couple of ribs.
Couple of chickens and a couple of ribs.
Are you a giant?
I could murder some sweet and sour ribs right now.
Oh, I've had some Marley's, mate. Chicken and ribs.
Oh, you're a dirty boy, and I like your dirt.
Living the dream. You got to have that when you've had a drink.
Yes,
dirty
mate.
Food.
Yes, mate. Well, listen. Thanks. What's your name, friend?
I'm Ricky, mate.
Ricky, nice to talk to you, Ricky. I'm going to move on because I want to see if we can get the end of this spooky
I'm
story.
putting him down as Meaty Rick.
But thank you, Meaty Rick.
Meaty Rick. I like that.
Meaty, not naughty.
Oh, no, meaty. I'll have that. I'll take that all day long.
All right, good lad. He takes the meat all day long. That's Rick. Thank you, Rick. Have we got time to do this story?
Well, let's fast forward. He's died. Numb with grief, I started planning Stephen's funeral.
Okay.
He wanted to wear his special shoes, couldn't find his dress shoes. In the end, she dressed him in his trainers.
I don't feel you're reading this with conviction.
I'm fast-forwarding because we've not got long.
Well, maybe we do it tomorrow then. I mean, well, I don't feel you're giving this story the respect that it deserves.
It's very long.
So we're not doing it?
Yeah, we'll do it. But I could have chopped through it then. But now I feel like I'm rushing it. And you're right, Stephen deserves better.
Okay.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Flipping heck, man. I just can't work with you anymore. Come in, Paul. I cannot work with you anymore. Stop the music.
You're the one that stopped it. It made me feel...
I must say, you're looking very distinguished with your sprousing moustache. You remind me of a lanky Ronald Coleman.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that. I've never grown a tash before. I thought I'm just going to do it. I quite like it. I've got quite short hair at the moment. Actually, cut shorter than I wanted. But with a tash, I think it looks all right. I'm going with it. You all right?
Can't find my headphones. That doesn't matter.
Don't need it.
I prefer it though.
That is the sort of shirt I would wear.
Well,
I would wear the hell out of that.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I bought this yesterday.
Yeah.
Sainsbury's, £4.80, reduced from £16.
What?
On the reduced track, and I got my nectars. They were half price last week, and I was tempted. And I got soaking wet yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was out when I walked from the car to the supermarket.
I'll have a little feel of that, if that's all right.
It's not the richest of fabrics.
No. £4, I could live with
£4.80.
Oh, £4.80. I'm out.
If there's another one there tomorrow, I'll pick it up for you. £4.80.
I'm an XL.
This is XL, a bit big for me.
I'm
not
on
the belly.
Oh,
XL £4.80.
Couldn't I?
Yeah.
We could be shirt brothers. We'll wear it on the same day.
I'll get 3. Me, you and Meaty Rick.
There we go, Meaty Rick.
He was a good lad, wasn't he?
I like that. He's had a few beers. He's had
couple of chickens and some ribs.
A couple of chickens. As you said, are you a giant?
Yeah.
If only he was. He might be sitting at home.
Could be.
Like Hagrid. Hagrid's Cockney brother.
Yeah, it could be. What have you done? What do you do in the day? Sleep?
Mainly sleep and fiddle about. I'm trying to have a clear out of books and CDs and stuff, but then I find every time I go to the charity shops, I come back with...
It's one of those.
I know.
You can't do that.
Although I did get a car built on Sunday morning, and for the first time in ages, or yonks, as my mum used to say, I don't know what the derivation, didn't buy a single thing.
Yeah.
Went round the car boot, nothing I needed.
We went to a car boot in Manchester.
Yeah, we thought of you,
Closed
actually.
at 1:30. We got there at 12:30, and they were packed up.
Can't fine.
Yeah, it was because I kept banging. We had Airbnb. I kept banging on Kath's door, going, Kath, we've really got to make a move now if we're going to get to this car boot. And we got there, and it was embarrassing.
I've been there so early sometimes that people, as the vendors are pulling in, they're kind of antique dealers banging and trying to look in the back before you get in there.
I did a car boot. I did it a couple of times. Jeez.
As a seller?
Yeah, as a seller, like 30 years ago. So 16, 17. And yeah, as you're pulling in, there are people looking through the window.
Well, you might have been at the one I normally go to now, the one at Chaplow, kind of back in the Snail. Massive one.
I know exactly where that is, on the way to Maidenhead.
Yeah.
I can't remember where we did it. I think it might have been there.
Yeah.
I never forget as well, a call, someone will remind me, probably not enough time now, a call I took at LBC once, and someone phoned up and said, I don't know why, this isn't even that funny, but it stuck with me. Someone said, I went to a car boot sale at the weekend. Do you know I saw they're doing a stall? I went, no. He went, it was Shola Amma. Do you remember Shola Amma?
I do. She came on a show I presented back in the 90s.
She was great.
She was great. And this guy was adamant. And then someone phoned up and said, yeah, I saw Shola Amma doing a car boot a few weeks ago. Shola Amma!
Well, the person I used to bump into, I haven't seen him for a little while now. I bump into quite a lot of car boots with Mark Lamar.
Oh, really?
He'd travel out. He was from Swindon originally, but he'd travel out to the Taplow one on the search for vinyl.
What's he doing these days?
I don't think he does it. I mean, he's writes and I think he's hung on to his money and he's got a lovely, beautiful daughter.
Right.
So I think he's living a nice, settled life. I think he's living a settled life.
I don't expect you to tell us, but I always heard he was tricksy. Trixie to work
He's
with.
Ferociously bright, and he doesn't suffer the falls gladly.
There you go.
So, I mean, I produced him on The Word for a couple of years.
Of course.
So we got on all right, I think. But I think he was, he would ask the right questions, so you need to have some of the right answers.
Great. I would like to see him on TV, but I know that's not how TV works. 58.
I did ask him very quickly once. I said, "Why don't you do stand up again?" He had a great word. He said, "No." He said it would be unseemly.
58:15, Paul. You know what that means. You give us what you got. What's on the show?
We have got a woman who's one of the stars of a show on Channel 4 tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. It's about speed eating. This woman holds 3 world records. Ooh. One of them is for the consumption of 3 pickled eggs. She's only 28 years old from Birmingham.
She's only 28.
Only 28, 28 years old, bikini model.
Yeah.
She's eaten 3 pickled eggs in 7 seconds.
Whoa.
She's on the show.
Is she swallowing them whole?
She is. It's allowed. She devoured a Terry's chocolate orange, including unpeeling it, wrapping it, 65 seconds, the whole thing.
I want to watch this. When's this on?
It's on Channel 4 tomorrow night, Thursday night, 9 o'clock. It's called Back to the Speed Eaters, 3,000 calories a minute. That's a title for a show, isn't it?
Sounds like Christmas to me, Mum.
And she's British.
Yeah, from Birmingham.
Fantastic. We need to celebrate.
Well, there are 3 Brits featured on the programme. The winner, the main man's a guy from Sunderland, but they're all pin thin.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Wow. All right.
3 pickled eggs in 7 seconds. Beat that, meaty Rick.
I'm tempted to, but I couldn't swallow a pickled egg. I imagine you get the same burn feeling as when you get an aspirin stuck in your throat. That horrible.
Yeah, well, your mate John Dredge might know this. On one of the Goon Show records, there's a distant sound of cannon fire.
Yeah.
And Major Bloodnot Sally says, "Oh, no more pickled eggs for me."
Paul is up next. Thank you, Amy. Thank you very much, Catalina Boyle. And thank you, I'm going to say it's 85% of the callers tonight. There were some good ones. And
don't slander the other 15%.
No.
They know who they are.
Some of them are lousy. We will be back tonight at 10. Stay tuned. Coming up, it's Paul Ross on Talk Radio.
This is Talk Radio.